Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-7473.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia, DoralKia.com. Starting with the Panthers, who fell to Lightning 6-1. The Cats will take a 29-25-3 record into the Olympic break. Their next game will be on February 26th when they host the Leafs. And the Hoops, he will be in Boston tonight to take on the Celtics. Miami did not complete any trades at yesterday's deadline. Tip-off is at 7:30. The game can be heard here on WQAM. And tomorrow, the Hurricanes will be on the road to play Boston College. Tip-off is at 2. And the game can be heard here on WQAM. And Joe, I say good morning to you on this final Real Football Friday.
It is, man, but wait a second. What happened to you this morning, bro? Did you see what happened in the greatest rivalry? We talked about it yesterday, and sure enough, the Panthers didn't play well last night, but my God, was it entertaining at the end as, once again, 13 penalties. Tkachuk, Kucherov, Forsling, they were all – hell, Paul Maurice got kicked out of the game last night. It was a crazy one. Anyway, hey, we say good morning to everybody there as we get set, and, yeah, we got Super Bowl coming up this Sunday. We got NFL awards. We got the Hall of Famers. We've got more teams now going over. We know some of the matchups and some of the different countries it's going to be going on. And with that said, locally, Panthers, boy, they're in trouble. Losing now 5 of 6 and just looked out of it last night. Didn't look good besides all the entertainment you got at the end of the game where Tkachuk really got things going, hitting Kucherov in the back, and that just lit it all up there with everybody getting involved. But besides being a great rivalry, and has been a great one, between the two teams, there is absolutely no love, and now they'll pack it up, and most of those guys, a lot of those guys on both those teams will be heading to the Winter Olympics. We've got Giannis Antetokounmpo and the big tease that Milwaukee did to the NBA. Kind of knew a couple of days ago when I saw the Golden State Warriors went ahead and signed Porzingis that it was not good, that they had said they're not serious about getting rid of him right now. They're going to hold on to him. I don't know. I can just say this. Look at whatever it was, and I was hoping. I knew Giannis was not going to be an easy one. It was going to be a long shot. I was going to say it was really disappointing this team didn't do something. It is so unlike this team to sit and then hit us with they love this young talent and the upside and they're going to do this. I'll tell you what, if we're going to sit and talk about the young talent, and listen, I'm talking about the front office, and I'm talking about the coach, Eric Spoelstra. And it's fine. It's fine. I know he's one of the best, and every year he gets voted one of the best, if not the best coach in the NBA. But if you're going to sit around and talk about all that young talent, play it. If you're going to talk about all these guys in this Khalil Ware thing, play them. Play them through the good, play them through the bad, because that's the way this team plays. Good and bad. You might as well play your young guys with major upside and just grow that way. Because I don't know how much better these guys are going to get in and out of lineups, and according to how they play, then they lose their minutes, and the way the young guys get treated, it's just real frustrating. Nothing happened with the Miami Heat, who have had this thing figured out for a long time. They've been on a hall pass. They earned a hall pass from Pat Riley down, but this is just a little disappointing. I mean, you're looking, the trade deadline, what they've done in the past, and I get it. I get, the whole structure, and you don't want to give up all your young guys because you think a lot of them are going to be really good players, and I hope you're right. I hope you're right, because right now, got a couple guys playing a little better. Yeah, we got some guys. I want to take away from Jaime Jaquez and what he's done, mostly coming off the bench. He much better than a year ago. Larson's been a real nice story. He's been in the starting lineup most of the time, had some 20-point games here recently. But I just I don't know.
It is a bummer, but it seems like they tried at least.
I'm sure they tried.
It seemed like everyone was available.
Well,
right. But
look at it. It just
the Bucs probably did was what was probably smart, right? We revisit it in the offseason, and
I'm
then
not
really
mad
get
at
your
them.
best offer.
I'm not going to get mad at them. They're saying they're trying to still structure a team to get Giannis to sign a $270 million extension and stay with them and give us another chance to really build around you. And we want to show you what we can do. And everybody's scratching their head going, how the hell are you going to do that? But
they'll never get another guy like that to sign there unless they draft someone.
Well, I'm with you. I totally agree.
Now, in fairness, like in the NBA, the small market thing is not as big of a thing as it was. Remember, like when the Big Three era was going on, it was like those small market teams just had no shot. Well, we've seen smaller market teams have a shot, and I mean, Milwaukee won one, but
there are certain markets though that
Sacramento
NBA players still don't want to go to. They don't. Sacramento.
I'm guessing Milwaukee is high on that list, by the way.
I mean, if you really want to go through a couple
40 under zero
there's a couple. Honestly, if Washington doesn't pull all these moves, I don't see guys going, hey. And by the way, I mean, you would think it's a pretty good market up there, but they literally got to trade for guys that have either not played well where they were, Atlanta, or always injured, Dallas and L.A., to finally get those guys through trades to come over, and we'll see how that all comes together. But it's just a little frustrating here where they are, and now Spo's all over this, man. With us, the most young talent I've ever had, and I'm really fired up. Okay, man, that sounded like a company line to me, so I can't wait to see it and see what it looks like going forward. So the Panthers last night, talking about that a little bit, and after getting a shootout win the night before, just got beat every way possible. Got beat around the net. And the Lightning playing great right now. They have really played well. And so Panthers get this break. Paul Maurice, after the game, listened to his interview, talked a lot about, hey, listen, we're banged up. My guys are giving it and I get it. He's right. My guys are banged up. And what's he going to sit and chew a bunch of guys out that have been to the finals the last 3 times and have won back-to-back championships? And, the media last night, hey, you're running out of games here. Can you guys do it right now? I'm not even worried about it. I want the guys that can rest to rest. I know they'll practice hard and stay in great shape. And then the rest of the guys are going to the Olympics, and we'll see and say a prayer that nobody else gets hurt over there from this Panthers team. But, it's a tough one. And they got guys that are game-to-game decisions, whether they're going to play or not here recently. So, yeah, it has been a really difficult one. Again, they ran it back. I had no problem with what they did. Matter of fact, I think we are all jacked up when after that parade, when they signed all their guys who were free agents, found a way to give – Zito got everybody signed, and it was great. And we're like, wow, let's go. Let's get this and see what it looks like. And really got as healthy as they were the year before. They got hit hard, starting with that Barkov deal. I don't want to sound like a broken record from yesterday. So anyway, we got all that. And then right out to the West Coast, the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday. We'll have a lot of stuff with that this morning. But, yeah, we had a lot of local news. But I will tell you, the end of that third period was very entertaining last night. If you need a little fight and a couple of teams that truly don't like each other, and now some are going to be playing against each other, some of them will be playing together. It just cracks me up to think that, yeah, now you're going to have some of these guys going to be your teammates as you're playing in these Winter Olympics in this hockey, as everybody's going for that gold medal. So it's kind of crazy. We've got a lot of other stuff to get to here this morning as well. Hey, by the way, we got a lot of FanFest going on this weekend too, man. Starting tomorrow, grab your kids and head out. It's free to Lone Depot Park. Martin's got a great thing going for the kids, the grown-ups. It's going to be fun. We'll tell you about it all morning here as we get started.
A little hot tip on that one, Joe. So if you go online, the tickets are free online. So we already did that yesterday, and they got the waiver on there. You can sign the waiver in advance.
Oh,
so your kids can jump right in, or adults. I would like to play.
So you can let the kids run around a little bit out there because you got two that are full of energy. You got little guys.
They could play anything that's out there. So we went down to the FanFest at the convention center for college football for the playoff, and that was awesome. Kids ran around, played all the games there. They loved it, and so yeah, we're going to the FanFest, and they're going to be they'll be free to roam.
Is are the Marlins ready for, like, do you have to do a special waiver when you have one kid that's like super full of energy, not just energy, but when you have one that's like got extra energy for his age, like Max is?
Well, you haven't seen Leon at his worst at these things.
Oh, he's got that same deal.
Oh yeah,
he's just always just a saint around me. The kid's unbelievable.
Maybe he's intimidated of you.
It's not just me. My wife's going, what a sweetheart of a kid. I mean, look at him. I mean, it's everybody. I'm not.
It's a nice compliment, but he's got a little out of control.
He's got energy too. All right. Just check.
But that's the hot tip for you this morning is to go on there and fill out the waiver in advance, so you don't have to stand in line.
Gotcha.
But you always got to sign the waiver.
Hey man,
you never know. You throw out your arm or something.
Yeah. Well, they got a lot of stuff. Yeah. Trying to make the team, trying to get on the roster.
Come in
with
with a Tommy John, a rotator cuff or something in the morning on Monday. I tell you, I was testing out my fastball at Marlins FanFest.
Yeah.
Usually at these days, I stand and watch.
You know, it's funny. When I was at Dade County Fair, I'll never forget. I was with David Woodley. The two of us. He grabs me. No, it has nothing to do. So we're whenever the fair was, one night he goes, "Hey, let's go to the. You want to go to the fair? You like fairs?" I go, "Yeah, I used to like to go to fairs." I go, "I've never been to that Dade County Fair. Hell, we just got here. We just got to town." So we went out there, and they had that you can throw it as hard as you can, and they'll show you how the speed.
Yeah.
And so we were going because I like to see. We used to have the big thing when we were playing is we used to have these non-quarterbacks, but the rest of us who could throw it the longest. Like 55, 58 yards, whatever it was. And another guy would throw it a little shorter, a little guy a little bit longer. And, and that was cool. So the other thing was we go to the fair and he goes, "Come on, man." Now, David had a really good arm. I knew I couldn't throw like him. He didn't even warm up. And I'll never forget, like yesterday, you get the speed. It says, 70 miles an hour, 80, and it puts your time as you throw it. And the guy's standing there. Nobody knows who he is. We're just two young guys there. And so he throws it. And he put a really good time on it because he had a really good arm. And then I threw it, and I threw my arm.
Man.
I just thought, what a dumbass thing to do. You don't warm up, you just kind of roll it a couple of times your shoulder, and you throw it. And my arm must have, I just figured that was it, man. I just blew out my arm. Not that it mattered for football, but it was like, oh my God, it was
those carnival
painful.
Games though are the worst, man. Like you ever see the guys that walk up to the basketball game?
Yeah.
And they got their girl with them and they got the swagger, they step up and then they realize they got carny rims.
Of course,
and they're just not even close.
And then the guy comes out. No, the guy baits you. The guy standing in front goes, "Come on, look how easy this is to win that big bear for that beautiful girl of yours." And he flips it with one arm and it goes in.
Yeah.
So you're going, all right, let me get $20 worth of these.
And then he insults you in front of your girl and he forces you to go up there.
And you don't get any.
Yeah. Those carny games are the worst, man.
And I'm thinking of that big bear, which, by the way, they never won. Have you ever had a woman that ever said, "Oh my God, please win the big bear. I wanted to be with this forever"?
Yeah, they want to carry it around the fair and then throw it away when they're done with it because it's a piece of crap.
Right.
But there's those other games. I thought I didn't know which game you were going with. I didn't know if you were going with the one where you throw the ball and try to knock over the three metal the
ones that don't, the one that never moves no matter how square you hit it,
except when the carny guy does it.
And he
goes, "Look how easy it is, you bum."
He throws it behind his back and he's taunting your ego with your girl. You bring your girl you just met from Miami. And you're running around down there and trying to impress everybody.
Look how easy this is. All you got to do is bounce the ball off this thing. It falls in the basket. You're done. There you go. You win the big bear.
Woody, those are the two. No, you just hit him right there, Woody. You just hit that ended a long time ago.
I did this at the college football thing. Leon is kicking field goals, and he goes, "You come try it." I really didn't want to do it. And so I go and kick the field goal, and I was a one and done. It was it just didn't go well. Body was hurting.
By the way, that's
Just not a good thing.
That's an interesting one that's become very popular for
People
everybody.
love the kick. Oh, it was very popular.
And they'll go, oh, this is a high school extra point. Let me
Yep.
try this one. Well, it's college extra point too. And try to kick it, and you hit the top of the ball and doesn't even get up high enough to go across the crossbar. Anyway, so we got a little carried away, but Marlins, big day for them tomorrow in the afternoon. They'll have the team there. They'll have their alumni there, and the front office will be there. The skipper will be there as well. So you got the whole group with plenty of things to do.
Got player selfies, by the way. That's one of what we're looking forward to.
I'm sure they'd rather take the picture than sit and sign stuff.
With the kids, yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Fair's coming up, by the way. I'm sorry, Fair's coming up. So if you want to go out there and shoot some hoops or something,
hey, you're
next month.
I don't know. I got you going on something with those kids now. I
love those games, man. We went to the Christmas carnival, the Santa's, the Christmas Wonderland. I just watch people go up to those games. I people watch on those things. The basketball especially.
Yeah, no.
It's the best.
They got a pretty good little show. All the churches have them now too. Don't worry. All the churches, the Catholic churches are known to shut it down for a long weekend and have the carnival show come to town with a couple of rides there as well. Hey, we've got a lot of news from the NFL. We got awards from the MVP to Defensive Player of the Year. We got our Hall of Fame done. And we got one of our best rivalries in football headed to Australia for the game. All right, we got a lot of stuff we'll get to here this morning. Got Woody all fired up about the kids and his experience at everything and taking the kids. And he will be out there with those boys and that beautiful wife of his at FanFest tomorrow. Hey, right now I want to talk to you about Recovery Unplugged. Oh, boy, I'll tell you what, new year means a fresh start, new goals, and a chance to reset. If your mental health needs a comeback season, Recovery Unplugged Behavioral Health is here to help you with a beautiful mental health residential program right here in Fort Lauderdale. They've helped over 20,000 people nationwide with expert care, music-based healing, and innovative treatments like ketamine therapy for depression, anxiety, and trauma. Hey, make this the year you put yourself first. Call 954-737-4508 or visit recoveryunplugged.com. Hey, it's a new year. It's a new you. Recovery Unplugged. Heal out loud.
Today's topics are sponsored.
But it is amazing with this game on Sunday, and especially for the two quarterbacks, Sam Darnold and Drake May, that whoever wins this game, how differently they're going to be looked at after you get a Super Bowl championship. Probably more now people talk not about how good you are if you don't win games, but it's like, well, he never won a Super Bowl. I mean, you get more and more of that. More now than ever. Well, the guy never won a Super Bowl. I can't put him ahead of this guy or that guy. And you're going, well, physically, this guy did a lot more. You know, he just didn't have as much around him. It's not. Nobody wants to hear about that and the rest of that stuff. But anyway, should be a good game. Hopefully we have a good game. I know that. The food will taste better. I do know that if be able to stay around. Nobody wants to see a blowout there with a 3-touchdown difference, which I don't think it is going to be. Some do, though. Some people think Seattle is going to wipe them up there, wipe them right out of the stadium out in Northern California. So,
you know what's crazy? You bring up the legacies of the quarterbacks and everything. Remember how impactful the last time these two teams met? Remember how impactful that game was? It was the end of a dynasty almost, right? Like Seattle had it rolling. They were about to win another. And
Crazy.
They throw the interception, and that thing. Remember how ugly that got?
That changed.
It changed the entire franchise. It killed him for years, and everyone ended up leaving. And
so the head scratching part of that to this day is you got the biggest and strongest running back.
Yeah, beast mode.
And you decide to throw a ball and not throw it out wide where it's one-on-one.
Mm-hmm. Right over the middle. They had it read perfectly.
No, it wasn't even in the middle, Woody. It was over the tight end. It was way inside. And the other part is, like, New England knew it was coming.
Which is really weird.
So there was so many different parts. Like, so you decide, and then, they're getting on Russell Wilson at the time, like, how do you not check? Like, you've been around long enough. How do you not check? And he goes, I'm not in that situation. And then Pete Carroll years later had to apologize because the defense was pissed off. And
everyone wanted blood after that.
They had the game.
Yeah, everyone wanted someone to blame.
The game was set. They get a couple great plays to get down there.
That one play gutted that franchise, though.
And it did.
I mean, that was it, man.
That changed everything.
They hand the ball off there. They win that game. They're probably going for another one the next year.
No question.
But, man, that changed everything.
That was one of
the most consequential plays in the history of the league.
Maybe the worst call
ever
for any Super Bowl that you'll ever think. Like, how do you call that? What was your thinking with that big guy behind that 225, 230, whatever, as good a running back as he was, and you don't give him the ball with everything, and you decide to throw it? It was just, and it's where you threw it. Again, you're trying to fade route on the outside. You like some matchup. I don't even remember who the receivers were, but my God, what was that? Throwing it inside in traffic, and a guy standing there picks it off. Just a crazy.
Lynch had 102 yards at the time.
How do you not?
24 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
How do you not?
Their leading receiver was Chris Matthews, who had 100 yards.
Let me ask you, do you remember where that ball was? I want to say like on the 2-yard line. Does that sound right?
I watched that play the other day. I think it was on the 1 or the 2. Yeah.
Oh,
it was.
Anyway, after all those years,
crazy,
no Russell Wilson and no Tom Brady, and here we go again with two guys. Be unbelievable year 2 to win a Super Bowl, or the other guy that a bunch of teams said
it was on the 1. Second and goal at the 1. Russell Wilson,
not a lot of
pass
time
to the right, intended for Lockett, intercepted by Malcolm Butler.
Oh, what a horrible call!
Second and goal at the 1.
That'd be nightmares for a long time. Like for guys that have had something happen, that would affect you. That should have been back-to-back championships.
Yes. Instead, it destroyed their entire run, their franchise.
It did. You know, another one is what happened to Atlanta after. It's all, by the way, New England stuff. They had that huge lead through 3.5 quarters. 3.5 quarters, they are like, there's no way they can catch them. And I mean, has Atlanta ever gotten back? has Atlanta ever been able to get back? There's a hangover from that game for a long time.
So it's funny, like you see, like the year after that New England win over Seattle, then you had Denver beat Carolina, and then New England's like in all the rest of them.
Yeah, no.
Then it's New England. Then the New England Atlanta won the comeback. Then Philly beats New England. Then New England beats the Rams 13-3.
Right.
And then Kansas City starts their run.
Then they started it. Yeah.
Yeah. Then it was KC, and then the Brady again with the Bucks.
That's right.
Brady's involved.
Hey, listen, man, that's part of why a lot of people think he is, especially what he did at the end going to Tampa Bay, that he's maybe the greatest player of
tough to debate that
of all time. Well, his numbers and his championships, again, I'm not saying he had, he was the best, most accurate quarterback of all time, although he was damn good, obviously.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying he was the fastest, and I'm not saying he was the guy that took off and ran for 300 or 400 extra yards during the season. But you look at all his numbers, and you get past the fact that he wasn't a first-round pick, which most quarterbacks in the NFL that are good are. He's not one of them. And he just put together – hell, he split time in college with Bob Greasy's son. So
that's one of the luckiest picks of all time.
How good was that, man? How good was that? After an injury, putting him in and just
they got lucky a little bit.
What a run, man! You can't make these great stories up, but that is one of them. So we've got all that stuff going on, and NFL really no surprise, and actually not surprised how close it was. Matthew Stafford just beats out Drake May, just barely, for the MVP award. Either way, in my opinion, they got the right two guys. And we've been talking about it for a month. Everybody thought Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year. No surprise, 23 sacks, playing for that Cleveland team. And Coach of the Year, you really can't give it to anybody else. I was looking at all the great stories, and there's been a bunch. But Mike Vrabel taking over a 4-win team with, again, he had draft picks and free agency, but up to 17 wins now on the season with one left for a chance to win the Super Bowl. He's got to be Coach of the Year. And there's 4 or 5 great stories. I mean, they nailed all this stuff. Hall of Fame, first part, no-brainer Drew Brees, no-brainer Larry Fitzgerald, Adam Vinatieri getting in as a kicker. Some people, aren't big on kickers getting in, but since we've started letting field goal kickers in, Adam Vinatieri got to be in there. There is no question. Through a lot of those Tom Brady wins, I still remember clutch kicks late in the game that this guy made. Luke Kuechly.
Yeah, how important has the kicker gotten, though, man? Today's game? Jeez.
Oh.
And in Vinatieri's day, I mean, come on, the guy won Super Bowls.
Well, Adam Vinatieri had some kicks in snowstorms that were impressive.
That's an easy one for me.
I know everybody talks about his one kick.
Kicker's damn important, man.
Greatest kick in the snowstorm. The biggest kick anybody's ever seen when. Yeah, well, listen, we saw it. You saw it in the snow. How many guys in bad weather?
Weatherproof leg.
Weatherproof. Still get it up and play the wind and snow coming in your face. And anyway, Luke Kuechly in and Roger Craig also in, the great running back for the 49ers. That's your 5 on that. Then the other news comes out here, Woody. 49ers and Rams are going to play in Australia. Australia's first game going to be a big stadium over there, 100,000 fans. I'm just a little surprised they gave one of our best rivalry games that we have, especially on the West Coast, 49ers and Rams. They give it to Australia. So it's a Rams home game, so the 49ers go, do whatever you want, man. Do whatever you want. It's not our game. So 49ers and Rams are they've already locked that one in. Don't have a date on it yet. And
any idea how far that flight is from LA to Sydney to Australia?
Oh, man. I don't know.
You had to guess?
It's a lot shorter, though, the fact that it's on the West Coast. But
it's not that much
that's
shorter.
A good question. I don't know. I'm going to say 12 hours.
It's 15 to 16 hours.
Oh.
7,500 miles.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm going to go to a wedding.
This is really weird, too. It's 18 hours ahead.
Oh, gosh.
In time.
I can't figure out what time that game would be.
They don't even know what day they're playing on.
Yeah. When is it over here? But
jeez.
We've got a bunch of people coming over here for a wedding from Australia that we're going to.
Do you really?
Yeah, part of a family, and they're bringing 7 or 8 people, I believe, from Australia coming over here. And so
I know those planes are nice that you guys travel on, but that's a long flight, man.
I'm guessing all the planes they got to be pretty nice on that trip.
Oh, commercial you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I've never taken a flight like that.
No. You know what?
I hope to
Nothing
never have
nothing
to,
against
to be honest.
Australia, and it looks like just a great place, but
I'm shocked you haven't done the Open, the Australian Open. It looks like a great tournament.
it is a great tournament.
That flight sucks, though.
That's the one I've already said. That's the one tennis tournament that I'm probably never going to see. And I love it. It's early in the tennis season and get going. And by the way, it was just one of the best tournaments. It was great. And the Djokovic story and Alcaraz fighting there at the end. It was all good stuff. Man, we got a lot more stuff to get to here this morning besides just the awards and everything else going on. Man, we didn't forget about the food on Sunday, did we? We did not forget about that food. I even looked it up last night. You know the number one food is for
the number one food, I would go wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've spread around the country, man.
Well, remember what? I was a few years back. We had the wing shortage. Do you remember that?
We did. That's right. We did.
A big wing shortage.
You're right.
Well, I think we're okay on that now, right?
Woody,
the supply chain is strong.
Woody, I forgot the name of the place up in Buffalo, the original.
The Anchor Bar.
Anchor Bar. Thank you. And I didn't go this year.
Are they that much better, those wings?
Well, just the fact that it's original.
Or is it just nostalgia?
No. So everybody up there tells you if you're going for wings, you don't go to the Anchor Bar. It's a touristy place.
Yeah. I like touristy places.
So
though.
I do too, man. The fact that it's the original.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go there. Because you have your mindset, like no matter what, they're going to be really good when somebody's known for something. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And you go there.
They try to hit you with go to the local spot. It's better.
Yeah, they're going, we got 2 or 3 places better. We recommend, matter of fact, down the street. And I've done that. And I go, nah, it wasn't the same.
No, if I can't buy a T-shirt as I'm leaving the restaurant, I don't want to go there. I want the touristiest spots.
My guys don't, my guys, not Bo. Bo will go with me, but the rest of the guys, no, let's go have a steak. We don't want to have chicken. Come on, man. We get chicken wings anywhere. I go, hey, man, it's an Anchor Bar.
Oh, good wings, though, man. Anytime, right?
Even the beer tastes better and everything, man, up there. Usually cold coming out of there.
Freezing cold up there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
The beer definitely tastes good.
All right. Hey,
so is that what you settled on? Are you going wings on Sunday?
I think there has to be some chicken wings in there. Yeah.
Okay.
The only question is, I've been rotating places and just where. But I think pizza's got to be in there this year too.
Yeah, you hit me with pizza earlier in the week.
Pizza's another top dog. But again, 3 or 4 choices there. Yeah.
What are you drinking? Water?
From the water problem. You know what? I may not drink.
You're bringing out the nice bottle on Sunday?
I may have one.
Yeah.
One. But
how's the tequila collection looking these days?
It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, good.
Nice.
Good.
You still got that MJ one?
Or
did you polish that thing off?
I'm about my 3rd bottle of that MJ stuff.
That's you've been restocking?
Favorites. Yeah. I went out one day and cheated. Got myself my own bottle. Didn't even wait.
Nice. Did you go give me the MJ?
Well, there's different MJs, so I had to, like everything, you got to kind of look at what you're getting there. Hey, we've got a lot of stuff to get to here this morning, and we'll continue on with the show. I'll tell you what, I knew it last night, Woody. We talked about South Florida's best rivalry, and there's nothing better right now than the Panthers and the Lightning. And the Panthers didn't look good last night. They got their ass kicked 6-1. But I will tell you, the last part, I knew it. When is it going to happen? Jamie and I were talking earlier, Mr. Junior Panther in there. I said, man, you knew it was going to happen sooner or later. And Matthew Tkachuk just said, nah, we got to get something going before we leave this place tonight. And he hits Kucherov in the back, and it was on. Hey, I tell you what else is on, man. You can feel it. Yeah, put it on your sports calendar. It's tomorrow. And we are ready to go. It's now baseball time. Add baseball to everything else going on here in South Florida. You can start with Marlins FanFest presented by ADT. It's tomorrow, February 7th from 4 to 8 p.m. at Lone Depot Park. You can meet the players, walk through the clubhouse, hear from the coaches and alumni, be there when they unveil that brand new Marlins jersey. Really is a great moment and kicks off for so many things to do for the kids, for the grown-ups. Really is. We're going to be telling you more about it this morning. And you can get set because, as you know, after FanFest, spring training opens, and before you know it, we are at opening day, man, right around the corner. Baseball will be going, first of 162 games, and getting you ready to go. But it all starts tomorrow. Best part of this day for FanFest, free tickets. All you have to do is go to marlins.com/fanfest, and we'll see you there tomorrow.
Hurricanes basketball plays here.
Back and good morning to everybody. Dave Hyde's going to join us in the 7 o'clock hour. We're going to talk to Dave about all this stuff here locally. And hey, everybody's all over the board. Nothing happened with yesterday with the trade deadline. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Milwaukee's decided and probably is known for the last few days after listening to everybody's offers that they're going to try to hope he signs an extension and build around him is what they're going to try to do. Like, I don't know. Doesn't sound like Giannis has barked loud enough if he really wanted out. Sounds like he didn't want anybody in Milwaukee mad at him. But whatever, he's still there. And the Heat are going to play this last third of the schedule with the same guys. So I just want to say this. That's fine if they don't. And they're going to get the benefit of the doubt because of all the winning they've done. And it's been a really good professional franchise for a long time. It has, and done a lot of great things. We were reminded of it when they had a nice celebration the other day with the 2006 team, and seeing Pat and all his players out there was really cool, and everybody behind the scenes. It was great. But I just have a couple of fundamental things to Eric Spoelstra, who, I love this young talent, and this is the most I've ever had to work with, and all these things that he's insinuated or said directly. So I just look and play friggin' Khalil Ware. Play him. Quit. Stop the early pulling him out, or he didn't do something, so you're taking. Stop with the excuses. Well, I do matchups, and they went with a small lineup, and he just didn't fit in. How about making some adjustments where that small lineup's got to adjust to your big guys? I just play the guy. You can't expect a guy to get better when he constantly gets pulled after a bad couple of minutes. You got to let him play through it. You do, or he's not getting any better. That just doesn't work on 90% of today's players. They don't go, screw you, I'm going to show you, and I'm going to get better. And I get it. I get in the old perfect world of sports, you got to earn your minutes out there. Well, listen, there's a lot of other guys been up and down in their play too. Maybe the effort's been better, but you got to show some confidence in this kid. And the only way to do that is you got to play him. He's got to get some form of consistent minutes if it's going to happen. He can't go game to game. Hey, you're not playing. Not playing tonight. Oh, you got 2 minutes. Your 2 minutes weren't very good. So I've decided I'm not going to play. I got better options. So that would be the big knock. The kid's here. He said all the right things yesterday. Of course I want to be here. But, where do you think your confidence is going to be? If you're not playing a lot of minutes unless it's a blowout, you're up by 50 on somebody. The guy needs to get some playing time. Find it. Find it for the guy. Something doesn't match up when I hear the whole league talking about Khalil Ware. Oh, that's got to be the piece we get, his upside. Had a couple of great games. Had a couple of big games. And then, I don't know, whatever. Spo just got turned off on him. He can say whatever he wants. I know he got injured and he was out and then came back. And, it just that would be my thing. Look at man, then play the young guys. If you love all the upside of these guys, play them. I'm not saying not to play veteran players, and I know you have a vision of this team still having a chance to get to the 4 spot or the 5 spot if we just get hot. But man, it's if you're going to preach about love this young talent, show me. Because when I think of young talent, I think of that tall guy you have there under the basket. That would be my one thing this morning. Second thing is what happened last night with the Panthers, who are banged up, clearly banged up. Guys that are game time decisions. Can you play tonight? What do you have in the tank? Paul Maurice was, and he knew what was coming. Paul Maurice knew that at the end of that game, they've been beating us up pretty good, bringing guys up from the minor leagues to fight and those type of things. So I think last night, I thought what Kachuk did to get it stirred up a little bit was good. Just a little reminder. We got our ass kicked, but we just want to let you know before we go to these Olympics. And but they've dug a hole. Again, they have dug a big hole. It's nobody's fault. You got guys injured. Some of the young guys on the team just aren't ready. That you have to play. And so this is where you are. This is where you are right now. And they're gonna have to get on, they're gonna have to really play well here in the second half to make up 8 or 9 points that they're back for that last wild card position right now. Panthers is 61 points, 57 games played, 8 points back, but again, you have to get hot. You have to get going here on a little win streak, and everybody needs to play better because last night they went against a really good Tampa Bay team has played great, and now we got a 3-week break for some guys to heal, but most of our team, if you saw the celebration with the flags in front of the players at the last home game, you realize, holy crap, almost all their players are going to be playing in the Olympics for 3 or 4 different countries. So that's the situation that the Panthers are in right now. The good news is we got a little Super Bowl coming up here. Got a little Super Bowl coming up here on Sunday between 2 teams and 2 quarterbacks. One guy in his second year in the league as a quarterback, Drake May, who just finished runner-up to the MVP, just missed it. Just missed out by a few points. And the other story on the other side is one of the best stories. Been knocked around. Formerly a super high pick for the Jets. Didn't work out. Got bounced around on a few teams. Finally puts it together in Minnesota. They decide not to sign him. And he goes to Seattle and leads them to the Super Bowl. And it's played great, by the way, in his couple of playoff games. So anyway, we'll have a lot more on that coming up. Dave Hyde from the Sun Sentinel will join us in the 7 o'clock hour. We'll talk to Dave about all the news here in South Florida, and also a little Tua talk as everybody is really reaching. And I get it. It's clickbait. I understand the Tua thing is always good on what they're going to do. There's only a few things they can do. Whether they can trade him, they're going to have to pay a lot of this salary. They're either going to cut him and pay all the salary. They're going to trade him and pay most of the salary. Or they're going to keep him and pay the salary. All of it. I think the long shot is they keep him and pay the salary. But they're on the hook for the money, and that's not going away. There's nobody out there in this league, and there's some teams starving for a quarterback and starving for a good backup quarterback, but there's nobody starving for his contract. Not the way he's played. There is not one person dumb enough in the NFL front office to pick up that salary that he's making. No way. There may be a team that wants him. I don't know how many teams would be interested in him as a starter. I guess the bigger question, how many teams want him as a backup? That if he has to play, which a lot of backups do play, can he win? Can he play? I am really curious to see how this thing plays out with Tua Tagovailoa. All right, hey, man, we got a lot more stuff to get to here this morning. I want to talk to you about something, man. I was there yesterday, Atlantic Men's Clinic. I just love those ladies over there and the men over there and the job they do, man, helping you kick ED and low T to the curb. Get rid of them completely. Start feeling better. Get your energy back, your sex drive back. Man, I was going through it 2 years ago. And by the way, I'm not embarrassed to tell anybody out there. I was for a long time. I didn't want anybody to know that my number's super low and I was tired all the time. Hell, I couldn't keep my eyes awake driving home. I knew something was wrong. Always tired. No energy on the weekend. Asked my wife if we could go out maybe Saturday night and skip Friday night. She wanted to do something on the weekends. I go, I don't know. I'm tired. And sex drive was just gone. There was nothing there. Hell, it didn't matter. It was terrible. Listen, it's going to happen to every guy. That's what I found out. I didn't realize. I thought it was a Joe Rose problem, ED and low T. Every guy's going to deal with it. Sometimes starting in your early 40s. I was blown away when I met with their team at Atlantic Men's Clinic. I set up that first appointment. I got the PSA test done. I got all that stuff done. I met with that professional staff. You have a little honest heart-to-heart conversation about everything, and they get you on a program that is for you, not for me, but for you. And, man, you are off and running. I'm talking about knocking out ED and low T and getting your energy level back and just doing things you haven't done in years. You're going, wow, this is really cool. 7 locations in South Florida to serve you. Brand new location in Hollywood. Call them today, 877-455-7300. 877-455-7300, or visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. I got to tell you, man, from the bottom of my heart, I can't believe how well this has worked at Atlantic Men's Clinic. Thank you.
WQAM, broadcasting live from the Ed Moore Sawgrass
733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your price either at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia, DoralKia.com. Starting with the Panthers, who fell to Lightning 6-1. The Cats will take a 29-25-3 record into the Olympic break. Their next game will be on February 26th when they will host the Leafs. And hoops, the Heat will be in Boston tonight to take on the Celtics. Miami did not complete any trades at yesterday's deadline. Tip-off is at 7:30. The game can be heard here on WQAM. And tomorrow, the Hurricanes will be on the road to play Boston College. Tip-off is at 2 o'clock. And catch that game here on QAM as well. And, Joe, we got a giveaway.
All right. Hey, yeah, we want to give away a couple of tickets this morning for a Miami Heat basketball game.
Yes, sir. February the 9th. The Heat and the Jazz. What caller number you want to go with? What are you feeling today? Caller number 0 for how many moves they made at the deadline?
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
How about caller number 3, as in the 3-point shot, which
Excellent.
is a big part of the NBA.
305-567-0563.
Caller number 3 right now. We got a pair of tickets for you to see the Utah Jazz and watch Kel'el Ware play at least 25 minutes in a game.
Someone said, thank you, Joe, on the text from messaging Coach Spolster this morning. I'd add that it's not common in today's sports, and went on to talk about you calling the, for not playing the young guys. And I'm with you, by the way.
Well, you can't sit here and talk about all the young, talented guys, and I know
you got to play them, and you got to get their value up.
But you can't keep jerking a guy in and out. Like, he doesn't look like he's doing real well, and I give him credit that he hasn't exploded going, I'm shot. I'm probably going to get pulled out of this game. I missed my defensive assignment.
Well, if you want Giannis in the offseason, the Bucks are going to be like, why don't you play these guys? Why do you want to give them to us if you don't want to play them? Like, that's not a great sign. So play the guys, see if you can get some production out of them, and then
really
make a move in the offseason.
You know what really gets me? I've been listening for 3 weeks. Everybody talk about this trade, and the number one piece was Kel'el Ware. And it didn't match up with what my eyeballs were seeing, the way Spo plays Kel'el Ware, and the way, if you're not playing a guy, you don't think much of him. Matchups, there are a lot of smaller talent out there, and just didn't match up with Kel'el Ware's game. Well, if we're going by that, it probably didn't match up with a lot of them because we've been getting our butts kicked from time to time. Yeah. So that's all, man. I'm just putting if I was a role player, and if all of a sudden, I'm not gonna do it with you today. I'm like, oh God, it'd be tough. It would be very difficult to go through. I don't care if you're old school or new school. You want to know what your role is, and tell me. And listen, I saw Spo, and I appreciate the fact I heard Spo say, hey, I appreciate people don't like the way I'm playing Kel'el Ware. That means you care, and all those things. Doesn't mean he's going to change, but he said he did say I have to do a better job with Kel'el Ware. Probably haven't done a good enough job. I'm guessing the one guy that could probably tell him that is Pat Riley. So
we have a winner, by the way.
What'd you get? I see they're all lit up.
We found Waldo. Waldo was the winner.
That's good, man.
Get it? Where's Waldo?
Yeah. Waldo will be
books?
good. Yep.
Find the little Waldo.
Let Waldo and his whoever it is, wife, child, congratulations. Enjoy yourself. You're going to Heat basketball game.
He goes around wearing a red sweater.
I don't know enough about Waldo. You can carry on here like I sit around. I don't know.
I don't know. You got
you and I,
maybe.
You and I are in different worlds, brother. I've told you
the
this.
kids running around
every time. I got to tell you, Mike. Even my little ones are growing up now. Hell, they're out playing sports and in a different world. I have learned about trucks, and
you're a monster truck guy now.
They're all that truck stuff, man.
Monster trucks. Yeah. We went to the monster truck.
We did go.
Is that the loudest event you've ever been to?
Yes.
The headache from that event, that lasts a few days.
It is cool.
It is cool.
The monster trucks are cool, and I got
event.
two grandsons that really, really think that stuff's cool, and they have every one of those trucks.
Yeah,
they have every one of those trucks. So.
I think wrestling might be next for you. I'm waiting for you to get into wrestling.
I haven't seen any signs from wrestling with the kids.
They got to get a little older, older.
I do know their parents like UFC a lot.
Okay.
But I haven't seen the wrestling stuff.
I don't know how great UFC is for the young kids, but
yeah,
the wrestling is fun.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah.
We'll get you there. We'll get you there soon enough.
Trying to go to spend time with kids, and I know I'm not doing a good enough job.
You're
know,
doing good, man.
No,
You're all right.
I have to do better. I got 2 sets from my 2 oldest, and I got to do a better job. I'm just telling you, outside. Sounds like a counseling session every day. I got to do better.
I think you're doing a good job, though.
But I got a wedding. I got a little wedding to go. That's time, like a lot of weddings coming up.
You gonna be all right at this wedding?
Yeah.
Because usually Monday after a wedding, you come in and you're still feeling it. You love a good wedding.
Oh, I got to tell you, my nephew.
But you got Super Bowl Sunday, though.
My nephew's wedding on 4th of July at the Biltmore. I'm glad I'm alive to tell you about it, because that drinking started Friday after work. I went right down there, and it didn't end. It was 2 full days. It was all Friday into Saturday morning. Got up, and all Saturday, you know, my nephews, they get after it pretty good, the whole group, and everybody was there, and we have fun. And by the way, a lot of guys. My nephew married Darren Rizzi's daughter.
Yeah,
and so Riz throws a party. Darren Rizzi, I had to give him a standing ovation and kiss him on the cheek. That was one hell of a party, man.
This wedding is on Friday or Saturday, correct?
Yes,
Saturday. So you got to make a decision here.
There's no decision,
but how much you want to be hurting on Super Bowl Sunday?
I'm gonna enjoy myself.
Okay. So it's a high risk move here, man.
Yeah, I know.
You wake up real rough on Sunday morning.
Well, sometimes you're you're prepared that it could be.
You got to hydrate.
Don't you do that? Everybody's got a pretty good idea when you're with who you're with, what it's going to be like. Even though as you get older, you're going, I know I got to cut back.
Yeah, it's just the recovery has gotten so tough.
Recovery is definitely. You're always trying to find things to help you.
My 20s, that was like no hangover. In the 30s, like you bounce back a little bit, and then now it's like.
I remember going to practices with the worst hangovers.
Yeah.
And knowing that I wasn't the only one helped in the room. But yeah, early in the week, oh boy. Yeah, that town, for everybody says, for Omar telling how tough it was. You should have seen it when those clubs were open all night. What that was like. We used to say 9 p.m. ended up being 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. No problem. Just getting out of the clubs is
I like how you threw Omar in there too.
Yeah.
Omar's big on this town, just doesn't function.
Yeah.
It's too tough down here.
Yeah. These clubs just keep pulling them in, man.
Yeah.
Pulling our poor athletes in, and they just can't play at a high level.
Chewing them up and spitting them out.
Just killing them down here, man. Just killing them all down here. Hey, so anyway, we got. I think it's gonna be a good game, man. I hope everybody's fired up about it. First off, you're having a Super Bowl party and inviting people you enjoy doing it with, and however, whether you got somebody barbecuing or doing all the Super Bowl favorites of chicken wings and pizza and all the different dips that are out there right now, great dips that you have and you do, and all the same food and all the chips you're going to be throwing down. Or
you a chip guy?
Yeah, I am, but I try not to.
I know you're healthy now, but
I'm not saying that. I do like, I eat chips.
All right.
I mean, if you
what do you like?
If you put a dip, basically any kind of dip out there.
You're a potato chip guy, a plain potato chip guy.
No, I'm
right?
not actually.
Okay.
No,
I would have pegged you as like a Ruffles guy.
There you go, man.
I'm sorry.
No,
you
tried to go old school, like old plain potato chips.
Maybe a Lay's, the yellow bag of Lay's.
No, full of salt. No, that's not me.
It makes you have something to drink with them things, man.
Yeah. No.
Oh Lord,
it's not me.
The Doritos or something, the Fritos.
Yeah, but
I like a good Tostito, little tortilla chip there with the guac or the dip.
Yes.
Something like that. That Daisy French dip I've been talking about in those commercials is very good as well.
You have some? Yeah, I didn't see you bring any in. I didn't know.
I didn't bring you any. No.
Try any of that and see how good that.
I kept it all for myself. Sorry.
So anyway, we're gonna have Mike Florio on, who's been out there and has had just about everybody's brother on the show this week. So we'll talk to him in the 9 o'clock hour. Dave Hyde's going to join us here in the 7 o'clock hour. We'll talk to him. Yeah, we got an interesting one right now with our Panther team, and they took it. A little bit afraid of that yesterday, but yeah, down 4-0, and then 5-1, and then all hell broke loose with Matthew Tkachuk just decided we need to do something here. You guys been doing this to us. Let's do it. And they got after it pretty good. 13 penalties. It was Paul Maurice finally got ejected out of the game and had his guys' backs last night. Hey, how can you they're going for a three-peat. They built this thing. They brought everybody back. Matter of fact, they not only brought everybody back, but they got some guys in pretty long-term contracts who are clearly going to be out of their prime by the time. And they didn't care. It wasn't even about that. It was about keeping them. And you get a chance, because it doesn't happen very often. You get a chance to three-peat. And so they're going for it. I had this discussion with a guy. Well, they kind of messed up, and gave away a couple of first-round picks. Maybe they shouldn't have. And I go, look, man, they're going for it. Like, I looked right at him. I don't care what the sport is. If you got a chance to three-peat, hell, it's hard. It's hard enough to win back-to-back years. It's hard enough just to get there, actually. If you want to really step back, it's really hard to win a playoff game. But, yeah, man, they got a chance to three-peat. And they're going for it. There's nothing negative about what this team's doing, unless you're very upset with the minor league system they have, that some of these guys aren't ready to play. But they didn't know they're going to have so many guys in the lineup. Hey, I got to ask you on that note, Jamie, do you know all those names? I looked in the box score. I didn't even know who some of these guys, who they were for the Panthers.
I know a lot of those guys.
You follow the minor league system for them at all?
A little bit, but not like every single guy. I mean, these guys are like you said, they're minor league guys. We're not supposed to know these guys' names yet.
Yeah. Well,
I hit you with the top prospect in the whole thing yesterday, and we had no idea who it was.
No, I don't even know.
I honestly don't remember his name today, but he was the guy from Penn State who got in the bar fight.
That'd be Gavin McKenna.
There you go.
I know that one.
We didn't know him as of yesterday.
Yeah. Well, some people probably that follow it closely. I'll bet you my brother-in-law knew.
You know who the top pick of the baseball draft's going to be? That's got to be coming up, isn't it?
I don't know.
You love the baseball draft.
I do like it when it gets here. I do, because first of all, I like to see how many guys from South Florida get drafted.
Usually a lot.
Not all in first round, but you usually have a guy or two that goes early in the draft. And by the way, they're usually from some small Christian school.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily one of the big powerhouses. Although we do have some really. Jamie, is Douglas still the powerhouse of baseball? Are they still the big baseball school?
Douglas is really good. Florida had a top 5 pick last year. Jack Caglione, two-way guy, could pitch and hit.
Yeah.
It's electric to watch at Gainesville.
Yeah. All right. Gators have had a good baseball program. You're right.
He's probably in single A somewhere.
No, he played in the majors last year.
What he went? Yeah, that was really good. If he was a Gator, he was 3 years in single A.
They had him and Wyatt Langford going the top 5 in the last 3 years. So,
never heard of either of them.
Well, say what you want. I mean, they're top 10 picks.
I got to tell you, man, they put together that thing the Gators did up there. My daughter goes, "Hey, would you like to look around all the sports complex?" I go, "Sure, killing some time." Wow. Girls softball fields, unbelievable. The baseball field for the men, the track.
Well, we got to be paying all those players NIL money, right?
Florida Relays, got the Florida Relays up there, and went up there and watched that American Heritage Plantation team run for from high school.
That thing about that hockey player too, getting $700,000 to go play at Penn State. That was a stunning number.
Yeah, I was a little surprised. That's number
a lot of money.
A little higher than I thought.
For a hockey player?
So now I'm being told off that if you do get in a secondary sport, you get a chance to get somebody really good. They do get really good money, even though it's not necessarily a money-making sport, which most of them aren't in college sports.
Yes.
Anyway, hey, man, we've got a lot more stuff to get to here this morning. We got a little sidetrack with you and the Gators. Their number 1 first-round picks, all single A. You're a bad guy, Woody. You're just a bad, bad man. Wait until one of your kids end up going up there, and your ass got to go up there and hang out a little bit and go to some games there, Woody. Hey, right now I want to talk to you about your South Florida Chevy dealers. Hey, this weekend, you ready? You're ready to go look at the new cars, trucks, and SUVs? You're looking around? 2026 been a good start for your South Florida Chevy dealers. Chevy's been making and keeping a promise to America for more than 100 years now. We build dependable trucks for the most dependable people. Hard work is in our DNA, same as you. Chevy trucks can do it all, man. They never ask you to compromise. You can count on power and efficiency, dependability, capability, innovation, and over a century of truck knowledge. Man, it's your choice. There's a Chevy truck to meet your need, midsize, full-size, or heavy-duty trucks. It's like we've custom-made a truck that's perfect for your lifestyle, both work and pleasure. Don't worry about it. Chevy's been making and keeping a promise to America for over 100 years. We build dependable trucks for the most dependable people. Drive Chevrolet, built to handle all your needs from the busy work week to your weekend adventures. Remember, start your drive with Chevrolet. Matter of fact, start it this weekend with a test drive at one of the 14 dealerships throughout South Florida. Visit your local South Florida Chevy dealers today or this weekend. Together, let's drive.
WQAM broadcast.
on the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 60 coming up Sunday. And what do you got for me today? Give me a couple of prop specials, will you?
All right, Joe. Well, so Hard Rock is going to have like a bunch of the player props on here. So I want to start here with an anytime touchdown. And give me who you like here. You got Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker and Jackson Smith and Jigba are both coming up at minus money here. So you got minus 200 on Kenneth Walker, minus 110 on JSM there. Then you get into the plus money guys. You got Ramondre Stevenson at plus 140. You got the Hunter Henry plus 230. Cooper Kupp plus 260. Drake May plus 260. Mac Collins? That does it for you. Plus 425.
I love the fact. How about Matt Collins, man?
Yeah, he's
Why does
cool.
Matt Collins always seem like he's on teams that are doing a lot of winning? It's amazing.
That's true. Let's see here. You got Henderson at Travion Henderson at plus 450.
Yeah.
Darnold, if you think he's got a rushing touchdown in him, plus 850. If you want to go Canes, you got Elijah Arroyo plus 1,000 to score a touchdown.
All right.
So anyone
backup
doing
tight
it
end
for you
from
there?
The University of Miami. So, boy,
I think JSN's probably a pretty safe bet to score a touchdown, right?
Yeah, he's the best player in the game. He's by far the best player in the game on either team, including Drake May.
Yeah, gambling music.
He is. You know what, Woody?
What about Jake Bobo? Didn't he score last game?
I'm going Stevenson. I'm going to big, strong back for New England. First touchdown.
You're writing these down, right? Making sure we'll see how much money you win or lose. So you're going Stevenson at plus 140.
Yeah. Or is he just good when he plays the Dolphins, or is he good? He's good a lot, right?
Everyone's good when they play the Dolphins. So don't. You got your shot in though. You don't want to go take a long shot like a Jake Bobo.
No,
he scored last game, didn't he? I think he did.
Did he?
Yeah, he did score a touchdown last game.
All right.
Bobo at plus 1,000. No. All right.
You do that though. You like the long because I know that's your thing.
I want to get something juicy. Let's go passing yards here, Joe. Sam Darnold, 232.5.
I'm going to go over.
Okay, and then you got Drake May at 223.5.
I'm going to go under.
You're going to take his rushing yards, aren't you?
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, before we continue down this road here, how do you see this game? Do you see this as a high-scoring game at 45.5? Is the total?
I see it. I see both teams in the 20s. I do.
Okay, because Seattle's defense got beat up pretty good last week or 2 weeks ago by L.A. They put a lot of points.
That's good offense.
It is
by the MVP.
Offense. Do the Pats? I mean, the Pats going to be able to put up 3 or 4 touchdowns?
The Pats do not have the same weapons.
No,
especially on the outside that the Rams have. No. That 1-2 punch.
I'm with you.
And one thing New England's going to have to do, and the Booty story is fantastic, and what they're getting. Let me tell you what this coach is getting out of this team. You talk about. I'll tell you the biggest surprise for me. Stephon Diggs has been a good soldier all year.
Mm-hmm.
No whining. I mean, a few issues off the field, but he has been. He's been all in as a team guy and no whining about this. Glad to get another contract. And
so that brings me to the receiver numbers here, Joe. And Stephon Diggs is the highest Patriot at 44.5, which is a low number.
Yeah.
I mean, he could do that in one catch.
He could, but he's been catching a lot of short passes.
I know. Does he get behind the defense?
Oh, man.
So he's at 44.5. Hunter Henry's at 40.5. And then your guy Booty at 30.5.
I'm gonna go Booty. They're gonna get Booty the ball.
You're going Booty.
I'm going Booty.
You just
over.
like the name, don't you?
No.
Mac Collins is at 25.5. By the way, if you like Mac, Jackson Smith and Jigba is at 94.5.
Mac is one of my favorite guys, and he bounces from team to team, but he plays and he's good, and he never wears shoes, no matter what the weather is.
So you got JSN at 94.5 over under.
What's the number again?
94.5.
He's gonna. You
think he's got a 100-yard game in him?
He's gonna get another 100.
All right. Cooper Kupp's at 34.5. Kind of like that one.
So if you know how this works, Woody. Somebody gets behind, it turns into a 2-minute drill, and all the guys on the bad teams get good numbers. I know I know firsthand.
No. All right.
It just shows up. Hey, look at this, what you did. Wow, that was great.
And before we get to Dave here, let me get you some rushing numbers here. Kenneth Walker's at 73.5.
I'm going to go over.
You got Stevenson at 50.5.
I'm going to go under.
Drake May's totals is high, man. 38.5.
Oh, Drake May's going over 38.5.
You think it goes over 38.5?
For running?
Whew, it's a big number.
One thing about that guy, he will take off and go, and you don't have to worry about injury after this game. So I think he is going to be
okay.
He's going to be running like it's the last game he's ever going to play in.
So then let me pair that then with this one. Sam Darnold, 5.5 yards rushing.
Ooh.
Does he take off?
Well,
if it opens up, that's one run there. That's
yeah. All right. I'm gonna go over.
All right.
He doesn't look to run. That's why that number's so low. But he's got to be looking, going, hey, look at this. Everybody's in man-to-man coverage down here. My ass can run for 8 or 9 yards.
Well, his rushing attempts are at 2.5, over under 2.5. So if he takes off even twice, you would think he should be able to get 6 yards.
Don't lose yards though either.
That's true. Good point. Those QB kneel downs at the end are risky too.
Hey man, no.
I've lost fantasy matchups on those damn kneel downs.
The quarterback numbers are a little tricky when they start running.
Yep,
a little tricky. All right,
there you go. That's just a little teaser for you there.
Those are tough. Those are tough ones. I see why Vegas makes a lot of money on those things. Those are not easy, Woody. No question about that. Those are not very easy.
By the way, if you were to parlay all of the selections that Joe just picked, a $10 bet would pay out $2,316. So
we have to do that, right?
If anyone wants to Joe Rose parlay,
I can't do that, but you guys can. I want you guys to do that on my behalf.
How much you think? What does 100 pay?
Why you got up my money?
$23,000.
Let's do it, bro. I know you got the cash on you.
It's all
there he is, spending all my money here on a Friday.
Yeah, but think about it. You get a 3-way split of $23,000.
All right, we'll do that.
Yeah, you get a third of it.
Boy, look at you guys on top of the parlays, and no matter what we're betting on, man.
That's a big number. Wow. If your thing hits,
10-leg parlay.
That's
unbelievable. We need a lot to go our way, but listen, Joe, you've been hot all year.
I have not been that hot.
Can we tease some of those numbers down a little bit, though? Maybe we could bring some of the numbers down to make it a little more friendly.
Make it a little bit.
Can we find 5 or 6 we like?
You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't we do this? We'll post maybe like on Saturday. Can we do that? Yeah. We'll post your big parlay for the weekend. Right. You want to do that?
Yeah, I like
before
that.
You start drinking, though. Unless you get more creative when you're drunk. I don't know. You never know.
I don't know.
Maybe do a sober parlay and a drunk parlay.
Yeah.
Probably at one.
Text me one at midnight on Saturday. Here's what I like.
Oh. He can't answer the phone. He's puking behind the building right now here. All right. Hey, listen, we got Dave Hyde from the Sun Sentinel, our man, going to join us coming up here as talk a little bit about some South Florida stuff, a little bit about this Super Bowl. Maybe a little Tua, because everybody got to do a little Tua. But right now I want to talk to you about my great doctors at Baptist Health South Florida. I call them my doctors because I use them. And, boy, I'll tell you what, they have put together an all-star lineup for this sports medicine program they have here in South Florida is unbelievable. Baptist Health does a lot of great things, and I'm not taking away from any of the other things they do very, very well. But I will tell you that sports medicine program is top dog, one of the tops in the country. There's a reason when people ask me where do the pros go, and I go, this is easy. Enter Miami, the Heat, the Panthers, the Dolphins, FIU, FAU. A lot of our colleges down here use them. You know why? Because the specialists and the team doctors they have put together, working together to make sure you get great care and get you back out playing the sports you love the most. Whether it's a knee specialist, shoulder specialist, foot and ankle, hand, back specialist, hip and knee replacement doctors, some of the best. Even at doctors just taking care of Achilles now, they're damn good at what they do. And you're going to be able to see those same doctors at high school, college, and professional athletes see down here every day. And traveling with the teams, always with these teams down here. And 3 great facilities, Doctors Hospital in Coral Gables, down at Hard Rock Stadium right next to the training facility in 595 and Pine Island in Plantation. What a great location. I mean, right off of 595. The Pineapple is alive and well here in South Florida. Visit BaptistHealth.net/ortho. One goal every day. One goal, man. Making sure you're healthy so you can play all the sports you love the most.
Today's topics are sponsored.
It is time to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location. Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com.
All right, thank you, Woody, as Dave Hyde from the Sun Sentinel joins us this morning. And Dave, we got a lot of good stuff going on to talk about here in South Florida, as well as getting set for this Super Bowl, as I say good morning to you. But I want to start with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Saw you had an article. You were like the rest of us, hoping it would happen. Thought everybody got jerked around a little bit, and they decided, okay, we kind of got a feel for this, and we realize these guys don't grow on trees. We're going to keep them for now and the whole deal. But just to follow that up, if that happens, and I'm sure the Heat gave it the good old American try. I don't know what the offer was, and nobody knows for sure unless the Heat are now calling Barry Jackson to give him updates on what they're doing all the time. But I want to just say this. Like, Spo's got to change some things here, man. Like, this is the group you're going with. You made it clear. I love this young talent on this team. You got a 7-foot guy that needs to play and can't get jerked out of the lineup every 2 minutes because you don't like something he does. You're going to have to live with some growing pains with him like you are with other guys. Do you agree with that?
No. I watched the game the other night, and
that's a bad one. They won by 50. That's a bad example. Go ahead.
In about 3 minutes, he made 2 plays where his mind was elsewhere. He wasn't even in the game.
That's because he's getting jerked around so much. He's got no confidence. You're in and out of the lineup. Pamper him, stroke him a little bit, help him. That's his job.
I didn't understand with Jaime Jaquez Jr. last year when he wasn't playing. And I said, what's going on here is why aren't they playing him? He had a great rookie year.
Yeah.
And now I look at him this year, okay, they were doing something where, okay, you got to play up to a certain level.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Good example.
That's always been the question with Khalil Weir. That's why he was drafted where he was. It wasn't his talent. It was focus, discipline, professionalism, hard work, etc. So how do you get that? I don't know how to get that out of him, but I understand what the Heat are trying to do. Whether it works, I don't know. Yeah.
No, that was a knock on him. By the way, you're exactly right that he didn't always play hard and some of those things that, weren't going to work, especially for big guys with Spo.
I agree with you, Joe. I'd love to see him out there all the time. I wish, because that's how you develop. That's how you get better. So I hope. But yeah. I do appreciate. I understand the Heat are saying, look, you got to earn your minutes. And so there's that fine line, especially this year where, let's face it, they're a play-in team, probably something around there, and so you want him to get his minutes.
I want you to look back now. I'm going to switch it over here to the hockey team after what happened last night, including that great entertainment late in the third period. But they got their ass kicked pretty good in that game, as you saw, and they've now lost 5 of 6 games here, going to the Winter Olympics, 10 of the players. If we had to do it all over again, I still do what Zito did. I try to re-sign those guys. You don't get a chance to go for 3-peats very often in any professional sport. And it's hurt them a little bit because some of these guys don't look like they're ready, that they're calling up. They just, there's a drop-off. We got a lot of guys banged up, but I applaud them for going for it. Are you with me on that?
Oh, absolutely. Hey, look, what they did, how they've run this franchise since Zito took it over, they're the gold standard right now, right? And now they needed a break. And I need a break from watching them. Yeah. Because every night I'm watching and they're playing without 40% of their lineup, including probably 4 of their top 6 or 7 players. Any sport. They're not, you're expecting them to, just because they're wearing the Panthers jersey, to look like the team they have been. And meanwhile, they're playing Tampa, who hates them and has won 19 of, I think they're 19-1-1 over the last 21 games. And so that was a setup and the Panthers just played the night before overtime.
That was a rough one, yes.
So that was a bad setup for the Panthers. And let's face it, they're not at the level of a team like Tampa Bay right now.
So I'm hitting you with this South Florida stuff because that's what you cover every day, besides getting ready to watch this game Sunday and probably have a bunch of Florida lobsters ready to go if I know you. You've been saving for this special occasion and Put a little extra butter on them, a little garlic.
Yeah, right. You're bringing ideas to me, Joe. I hadn't thought of that. I was thinking wings, but
you know, we're all thinking wings now. That's a given, brother. That was given right there. So the Tua thing, everybody's still talking about Tua every day, and we just heard from the new offensive coordinator talking about, you know, and he doesn't know, and he's going to say all the right things. I had no problem with what he said, but I want to ask you, there's only three things that are going to happen with this. It's going to be Tua, you trade him and you pick up most of his salary for very little. You cut him and you pick up all of his guaranteed money, or you keep him and you pay him all of his money. Which one you think ends up happening when it's all said and done, Dave?
I think it's 99% move on. Cut him, take the pain this year, the big pain this year financially, but no, you're moving on. I think everybody agrees with that. The only question now is they got to go through the exercise of trying to trade him and all that, but eventually I think they're going to cut him. We'll have a new quarterback crew. The question, of course, is Malik Willis. What do they think of him? What's the price tag on him? But you know, that era, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, the coach, the GM, and the quarterback, sweep them all out of and now try to get new ones.
Yeah. I by the way, the Malik Willis thing, Perk not aboard with the Malik Willis thing at all. I guess you probably know that. Perk was just.
We've talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised because I'm with you. If they think Malik Willis can play, man, welcome to South Florida. Hope you enjoy your time. I get it that you don't want to give him a 3-year guarantee contract for like stupid money and find out, you know, in camp, like after 2 regular season games going, oh my, he can't play. But I feel like they know him pretty well. And you know, there are not a lot of things you can do. This is going to be a Band-Aid job no matter who you grab. Most likely you are not going to get a franchise quarterback with this weak draft of quarterbacks. Yeah. So what do you think happens? I think they're going to like him. I think they make a run at him.
I'm with you. I agree. The question is the price tag. I bumped into Mike Tannenbaum in the press box near the end of the season, asked him what's the price tag going to be on Malik Willis?
Yeah.
And he said maybe $30 million.
Oh,
and I was like, whoa, that's
30 a year.
Shot. That would. You know, how many teams want a quarterback now? 5, 6, 7?
Yes, we're at that number again.
So, and there's limited resources, as we know.
Damn,
and
Dave,
so,
that high? God, come on, Mike.
I was shocked. I've heard you the last couple of days. I forget who you had on, and then he was.
I thought 15 or 20. Yeah.
Yeah, and a couple years because he'll only want a couple. He wants to show maybe who he is and get a bigger contract if he's good. So. You get him for 2 years, $20 million. That would be the thing, and you know, I'd take a shot. The Dolphins are throwing darts at the board with quarterback now, and that's what they need to do.
Well, it's funny you said that because as soon as you said 30 a year, you said talking to Mike Tannenbaum, I was thinking. By the way, I think Sam Darnold's got a 3-year, $100 million. He's making a little over $30 million a year, right. And so is Baker Mayfield. I think he has almost the identical contract as well, and those guys have both proven to be frontline guys. I don't know where you rank them overall, but yeah, I was just curious to see what they're going to do. I think they're still going to draft a guy, don't you? Somewhere. Yeah, absolutely. And what I love to hear is the Green Bay way is quarterback every year. It's what the Dolphins should have been doing, and not we'll take one once every 6 years. You know, I mean, so. And have competition at the position. All the things they should have been doing for the last 20 years, it looks like it's going to be in play now. Well, you know, the other part of that is I think our last couple of quarterbacks have been 7th-round picks. If you really like somebody, move up a little bit and not think you're going to get a Skylar Thompson who at one point started looking like Skylar Thompson. Not good. Not good. Didn't look like the preseason Skylar Thompson. Hey, I move it to the big game. I want to get your take on, do you think it's going to be a tight ball game, or are you drinking this Kool-Aid? I see some of these guys are on. The Seattle's going to blow them right out of Northern California. Yeah, I'm on the Kool-Aid. I think Seattle is really good. And look, the Patriots, what a great season they've had.
but they've been blessed too, and between the schedule. And so I am on that Kool-Aid that Seattle's coming out of the best division in football right now, and they took apart everybody in it, and they're on a heater. And so I'm thinking, I think in the Sun Sentinel, I picked 31-20.
All right, 31-20. Wow. Okay.
It might not be that high. I was thinking afterwards.
Well, that'd be good. I wouldn't mind. I'd like to see a little scoring in this one while I'm stuffing my face.
What's going on in the playoffs has been, some of these games have been, and I get because of the Denver, the weather, all that, but some of these games have been really low scoring.
Hey, so just I'm just curious, what's on the Hyde family as they're sitting around? What's you said the chicken wings. Is there anything else going to be added to those chicken wings dipped in a lot of blue cheese?
My neighbor gave me a smoker, so I've been experimenting with wings and brisket and all that, and you know, this is a new world for me, Joe. Making the wings, and so I'll probably make some wings, and then we'll put it out to vote. What else? Because sometimes my wings don't turn out the best.
Dave, you know what, Dave? I this is not the time for this game to be trying new things.
I shouldn't experiment.
No, that's got to be kind of in the summertime when not so many, a smaller sporting events going on that you might be like checking in on, and then you just try this stuff out. So.
Pizza? I don't know. What are you eating, Joe? Give me some.
Listen,
give me some
most of my stuff's going to be bought, okay? Because I don't barbecue.
Yeah.
It's really up to my wife because she wears the pants in the family and she does the barbecuing.
She's not watching the game though, so is she?
I think she's going to be in and out of the game. I don't want to call her out here, but yeah, I think she's like now curious about the halftime and the commercials and.
Oh, this might be the all-time. I've been to Super Bowls where you had to. Madonna had a press conference before, and it was jam-packed. You had to wait to get in, and Janet Jackson, same thing.
Oh, that's right. Oh, gosh, I forgot.
And now you got Bad Bunny here, and oh, my God, it's going to be it's not going to be about music or football or anything like that.
What else could there be that everybody's like pissed at everybody else about every day? Well, I mean, I can't think of what that other topic is. You're right, though. Boy, I'll tell you what, man, I may not know a word he says, but it's going to be interesting because other people will for sure. All right. Hey, Dave, thank you, brother. I appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you so much.
All right, Joe. Good talking to you.
All right. Dave Hyde from the Sun Sentinel joining us this morning. Talk a little bit. I think we all agree, man. It's I know you don't do it right this minute, and you still got to go through everything and build up to a little bit, but it's time to move on. Even with all that guaranteed damn life-changing money, time to move on. Hey, I tell you what, time to jump on this 8 o'clock hour. Beverly's Jewelers, man. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize Valentine's Day is next week. Oh God, it's time to go back in there. That gift of I love you at Beverly's Jewelers. It's a great place to go, and it's also Valentine's Day is one of the biggest engagement days of the year for people. And I got something for you, man. I got something that's hot right now with Jeff and Amanda at Beverly's Jewelers. Right now, you can get a stunning 3-carat certified lab-grown diamond, VVS Clarity, E-color, set in a custom-made 14-karat gold engagement ring for just $3,999. You're sitting there going, oh, my God, I've already saved up more than that. Oh, my, I can't believe this. Well, you're asking me, like, what's the catch? The catch is you better get in there because a lot of people are catching this ring. It has been super hot. It is gorgeous. Beverly's Jewelers has put together something special that she's absolutely going to love when you pop the big question. 3-carat diamond ring for only $3,999. You can choose from your favorite shape, and larger sizes are available at similar savings. But let's get into everything else, man. Valentine's Day, necklaces, bracelets, earrings. They got it all for you at Beverly's Jewelers. Something in your price range that says I love you in a big, big way. That's what Jeff and Amanda and Beverly's Jewelers have been about for a long, long time. I've been going there for 35 years. And I want to let you know, we've done everything from, including this. If you need some extra money, Beverly's pays top dollar for your old gold, silver, and jewelry with immediate payment. If you want to save something or go and get some jewelry, give it up and get something else, you can do it right there. Enjoy interest-free financing, free gift wrapping. Boy, they do it all. And they got a great staff to make your experience unbelievable. Visit Beverly's Jewelers in Fort Lauderdale or online at bevjewelers.com. Beverly's Jewelers, where South Florida gets engaged.
The home of champions. The back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. The three-time NBA champion Miami Heat. Home of the five-time national champion Miami Hurricanes. And Miami Hurricanes basketball.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less than Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or at DoralKia.com. Starting with the Panthers, who fell to the Lightning 6-1. The Cats will take a 29-25-3 record into the Olympic break. Their next game will be on February 26th when they'll host the Leafs. And the Hoops, the Heat will be in Boston tonight to take on the Celtics. Miami did not complete any trades at yesterday's deadline. Tip-off is at 7:30, and the game can be heard here on WQAM. And tomorrow the Hurricanes will be on the road to play Boston College. Tip-off is at 2. That game can also be heard here on QAM. Joe, we'll toss it back to you.
All right, Woody, thank you so much. It just seems like New England's always got all these stories going on. It was Belichick, and it was Kraft, and Brady, quarterback, the head coach, the owner, and all the drama between them and everything else. Tom Brady has moved down here. Tom Brady's now he's on the number one team for Fox, or number one NFL team for the games, and everything Tom Brady's done in his career. Maybe the greatest player of all time. Best quarterback of all time. If we're going by if you're going by stats and wins, Tom Brady it's not even close. He's out there by himself. But Tom Brady came out, who now owns a little piece of the Raiders, and he is super involved with that thing. And you remember the controversy this year about Tom Brady doing games and then going over and watching games when he wasn't working with the Raiders and sitting with the staff. And then they made it pretty clear Tom Brady's really involved in the personnel and especially the quarterback position. I think everybody is about 99% sure that Tom Brady's going to look at him and everything he does, and he's a Tom Brady kind of guy, and he's the number one pick in this draft most likely. So now Tom Brady's out there doing all these things, and he's got a lot of product. Tom Brady's making a lot of money. Tom Brady is got it rolling right now on top of everything else. So they ask him, and hey, who do you like? And I don't care who wins. I'm just going to watch the game, and I don't have a dog in the fight. Oh, my God, all his teammates just going nuts. That's BS. And listen, man, he's the president of the club. He can say whatever he wants. He can say whatever he wants. He doesn't own a little piece of the Patriots. He owns a little piece of the Raiders. But I was actually not amazed that he said that. I was a little surprised that he didn't go all in on his team. Go, hey, I'll always be a New England Patriot. They just put a statue up of me in the front of the stadium, and you can always go get your picture and all that stuff. I think I was more surprised that all his teammates called him out. So Wilford, Vince, Big Vince, Gronk, some of the guys going, man, that's BS. That's BS by Brady. Just say it. You want the Patriots to win because you're a Patriot. So anyway, that became, and by the way, right now, everything's a big story out there, right? Anything happens because the players have been focused since media day. They've been focused on the game. So it's really all the stories now are about everybody else that's at the game and all the other parts of business and what's going to happen in this game. And you played for them and the whole thing. I don't think Brady really cares. You think Brady really gets upset about what those guys say?
I think Brady can't, say that he's rooting for the Pats because of his position.
Because
he's an owner and he's a broadcaster.
Yeah.
Like those are two, right?
Well, first of all, it's kind of weird that he does the games. I'm with everybody.
We're getting
else.
past that part of it, but like you can't be like openly, oh, I really want the Patriots. I mean, he's going to have Seahawks games, I'm guessing, right? Like,
yeah, he does Fox.
Yeah.
He's going to probably get honestly,
Probably get a lot of them next year.
yeah, next year that's gonna be their number one game.
Yeah.
Seattle is
so yeah, like of course he's gonna say that. Every broadcaster would say that. Ask, Greg Olson or whatever when he's going one of his former teams. Like, of course he's, and I'm guessing Brady is probably rooting for the Patriots.
Yeah, I think he's close.
Like if you hooked him up to a lie detector, yeah, I'm guessing he's former teammates, the coach, right? Like
I think he's really close to Robert Kraft, and I think yes, he wants him to.
Yeah,
win.
of course.
Nothing against
but he can't say it out loud.
No.
I don't know why. It's just like it's such an ESPN topic.
Well, it's,
I know they've been talking about it all week long, but everyone makes a big deal about everything Brady says.
Hey, man.
The polarizing dude, apparently.
That's where it is right now. And by the way, anybody he dates, everybody wants a picture of to see.
Well, that's
how the man Tom Brady's. Well, listen, it's true, though. I mean, yeah, everybody wants to know, you know.
He's on a hot streak. Brady's never cold, man.
No. One thing you don't have to worry about with Tom Brady, there's two things: making money and
Brady's been on a 30-year run here. Yeah.
Doing really well with the ladies.
Yeah, he's on about three decades worth of
Tom Brady's
hot streak.
Yeah. Yeah. He
football or personal life, all been good, right?
I didn't feel like that thing with Alex Earl was going to work out, by the way.
Is that the vibe you got from spending time with all of them?
No, I just think she likes her pictures because she's tied into her, 10, 12, 13 million followers she has as an influencer. And I don't think Tom wants to be part of it. Then Tom Brady looks like he'd like to be somewhat private. I mean, he does a lot of stuff, but I think Tom Brady.
No, I don't, to be honest. I
do. I think Tom Brady's.
No, I would disagree with you on that one. I don't think Brady has this need to be private. Like, I'm not throwing too into this, but Brady doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that's I need to be left alone at all times.
I don't think he's an introvert.
No, he's out there, man. He was staying on the sideline at the championship game.
Yeah.
He's working. He's out there. I mean, he's at the games.
But I don't think he
was very friendly when I went up to him.
He's bringing, you keep saying that like you're hanging out with them.
I did it for 5 seconds.
So, I think Tom's personal life he likes to keep pretty private. I think he'd prefer when he's on an island somewhere and he's dancing that.
Well, if he takes Sydney Sweeney with him, it's not going to be private.
That's a good point. Speaking of.
Sorry.
No, that's.
People want pictures of her.
That's getting. No, listen, Tom's run that he's been, people he's been connected with has been straight A's, man. Straight A's across the board. No matter what the age group. Even if he goes a little bit older, it's quality. There's no question about that one, Woody. No question about that whatsoever that he has hit it. Hey, so Woody, this game coming up, I do like Seattle. And
and everyone else, man.
No,
I have not heard one person tell me they like the Patriots to win this game.
Seattle.
They're not big favorites. 4.5 points.
No.
I mean, it's just a field goal essentially, a little more than a field goal.
The whole thing comes down to how do you play under the brightest lights? How do you play the Sam Darnold? I've seen 2 Sam Darnolds.
Both quarterbacks are a big question mark.
I've seen the Sam Darnold could throw 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Yep.
And I've seen the Sam Darnold that can throw 3 or 4 picks.
Drake May could shrink in this moment. I have no idea.
Drake May can do the same thing.
It's not like you're going into this game with Mahomes on one side and you're like, well, we know, he's gonna play well. Like that's a given.
I just feel like one thing about Drake May, I just feel like he's gonna run for. We've seen it, right?
He took his over. Yeah, he took his over.
So one of the reasons because he runs inside really well, not just outside the pocket. He'll just if he sees, I'm sure Seattle's aware of that and.
I just wonder if Seattle defense is going to play a little better. Rams put it on them, man. Yeah. They could not stop the Rams.
Nope.
They were passing the ball all over the friggin' place in that game.
Yep. Their receivers had big games.
And I know the Patriots are not the same, but man.
No, not even close.
Seattle's had a good defense, too.
So you know what's funny about the 2 teams in the AFC East? The craziest part, I don't think either team is very strong at wide receiver. Now, don't get me wrong. Diggs ended up with 1,000 yards, but it wasn't the same Stephon Diggs. And Booty had a little breakout. I mean, they got a lot out of their guys, and I'm giving them credit for this, what they're able to do. But you rank the Bills and the Patriots, who won One's won 17 games. The other one won 13 games before getting knocked out of the playoffs. Their wide receiving core does not scare you. Does not scare you. Outside of Patriots getting way down and, in the fourth quarter and throwing it every down, and that's where everybody gets misleading stats, but they'll count. They count with what matters the most in Vegas. But yeah. I agree that one thing everybody's saying, if you're the Patriots, you got to get off to a quick start, get something going offensively and go. But hey man, we'll see. Still don't know for sure. And you go, New England won a lot of damn games. That whole schedule wasn't that weak, although we keep hearing about that weak schedule that nobody lets go. Hey, right now I want to talk to you about Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage for just a second, man. Yeah, always time to tell you. Hey, I just want to ask you a couple of questions. Would you like to get your credit card debt all put it together and get it paid off, huh? Would you like to do that? How would you, if you're behind in property taxes and HOA dues and assessments and judgments and liens, you got all that. How would you like to get all that stuff paid off, huh? Reverse mortgages, if you're 62 or over and you and your spouse have a lot of equity in your home, how would you like to get some of that money you could really use right now late in life? First-time homebuyer programs with little money down. Michael Kotze does that. Hey, Michael Kotze knows how to help you out with debt consolidation, do it all, and get you that second mortgage, get you a low rate so you can get flipped up again and get going in a positive way here with the stress you have on you right now. It's what Michael Kotze's been doing for a long time, man. Investment, property, cash out. He does it all for you. He really does, and wants to let you know that you need to get approved quickly and get this stuff taken care of, even if you're a first-time home buyer. He's got great rates with very little money down, and he wants to let you know, let's go. Let's get going. You found a place you like. Let's get rolling on it for first-time home buyers. Michael Kotze's been doing all these things and a lot more for more than 30 years at Choice Mortgage, and I want to let you know the man has no life. He works 7 days a week. You can call or text him with any questions you might have to get started. 561-441-2730. It's 561-441-2730, MLS 166254. Rates and terms are subject to change daily without notice. He's an equal housing lender.
Mike Verba. Mike Verbal is busy preparing for the Super Bowl.
All right. Some call him Mike Vrabel. Vrabel.
The one Brady won't call, right? Yeah.
Coach of the year, by the way, absolutely got that right. I thought, honestly, the awards, Matthew Stafford should have been the MVP over Drake May. It was close. Matthew Stafford numbers by the end of the year, 46 touchdowns and 8 picks is almost 5,000 yards is screaming, give me the MVP. Myles Garrett, no question there. Defensive player of the year, 23 sacks. Coach of the year, Mike Vrabel, no problem. And there were 4 or 5 coaches that, unbelievable, including guy in Seattle, job that he's done. You can go around the league. Shanahan, the job he did in San Francisco with the injury bug. Mike Vrabel took over a team that had won 4 games in 23 and 4 games in 2024. And they now have 17 wins on the season. To me, even if they lose this game, everybody's it's a, if you're buying their schedules week and they're not as good as their record says they are, and we'll find out. Maybe you're right. But, man, they still had to go. I don't think they lost a game on the road. I think they went undefeated. Last loss I know was they were up 21-0 against the Bills before Josh Allen got rolling there and brought them back all the way back to win that game. But, boy, they have been really, really good. By the way, the other thing is a Hall of Fame. Drew Brees. You with me on Drew Brees, right? Slam dunk numbers he's put up. He's got the ring. Larry Fitzgerald, a slam dunk. The numbers he put up, long career. Adam Vinatieri. You all right with Adam Vinatieri getting in there, Woody, with the field goal kicking?
I find kickers very important, so I think
and
most
by the
teams
way,
do now.
Clutch kicking too, man. Cold weather kicking. Adam Vinatieri should be in. Luke Kuechly, concussions, had to retire early, but a hell of a player for sure. And then Roger Craig got in as well on a different list, but gets in, and great running back, high knees with the 49ers. Always remember him for as a hell of a player. Hell of a player. The other news coming out, 49ers and Rams will play in Australia as we got some new countries going to get to see the NFL this year. Some brand new countries that haven't. Boy, I'm tell you what, nothing against Australia. Nothing against it. Beautiful. Met some really nice people there. Might be in the family real soon. Not my family, but my friend's family. And but God bless them for coming all the way over here. Because
So just to give you an idea real quick, Joe, if it's 1 p.m. in Australia, it's 10 o'clock Eastern at night. So I don't know when that game is going to happen.
well, I got to tell you, they got a good game. They're getting the 49ers and Rams. They get one of the best rivalries on the West Coast, and two teams that seem like they've been really good here for a while.
Weird, man.
They'll get that.
I don't know what time that
there.
game's going to be, but
yeah, I don't either.
maybe it would be one for you, like your Australian Open. Maybe a 3:30 start, 3:30 in the morning.
I got to tell you, Woody,
Give
though,
a night game out
if
there.
I go over for that Australia Open, if I do, I'm not going for a couple of days. If you're going, you got to go there for a while, right?
Yeah.
Definitely not going to turn around and just come home.
Hey, real quick on this side, we were talking about this Hall of Fame eligible, but guys who are eligible next year.
Give us that list for next year.
List. There's actually more on the list than I had initially told you here. So some of these names are a little rough here. So here you go. Adrian Peterson.
He's going to get in, even with all the difficulties.
He might have a tough time. Gronk, obviously.
Yes.
Richard Sherman. I know he's rubbed some people the wrong way.
Oh, man, he had a good career.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Ben's going to get in.
He had a dust up.
He had a bad night. He had a bad night at, what was it, a concert. Yeah, bad night at a concert. What else?
Antonio Brown. He's had a couple of.
Boy, I got to tell you, man,
he may not even be available to to accept, to speak.
You know what's amazing, and the sad part about a guy that grew up here in South Florida.
Yeah, he could have been one of the
Dade
best
County.
ever. He was really good.
He was rolling along. I know the money thing, and was leaving, which was fine because the Raiders were ready to build around him. And something happened. Something happened when he got to the Raiders. Then he started doing all this crazy stuff. Remember, he had the full-time social media person. He's running around in the backyard.
It was bad. Yes.
Running around crazy, and I was like, what are you doing, man?
It's actually really a sad story because I think
then
he's got
the
mental issues. But
went to New England. That lasted a couple of games. Had a good game down here. Then next thing you know, they let him go. Then Tampa Bay, and he leaves in the middle of the friggin' game. No, he was with. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
he was, and he left.
You got Cam Newton on there, who a lot of people seem to like these days.
I think Cam Newton will get in at some point. I'm not sure where.
And here's another interesting one: Le'Veon Bell.
They don't care about two girls in the bed, man, taking his stuff. If you're talking about that one.
I didn't say that.
I thought you were getting ready to bring that
I
up.
don't know. It's just it's an interesting group. We'll see how much character plays into the whole.
No, you're right.
Voting
no. I know everybody's got a little something there.
Yeah.
Because most of those guys should be in, right? If you're going by their numbers and you can block out everything else.
One of them used steroids. It was McCoy, right? I guess got caught with PEDs or something.
I don't think PEDs in the NFL. It's not.
Well,
like
we're gonna really test the committee or
baseball.
whoever votes on this thing. We're really gonna test them here, Joe, to see who gets in.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
Yeah, this is a dicey one. Yep.
That's some tough calls there. Because if you're going to get everything else is out and it's just about what you did on the field, a bunch of those guys are getting in. Bunch of them. I don't know. We talked so much about Antonio Brown through the years, the last few years, because he's done some really crazy ass bizarre stuff. And right. I mean, he's done some stuff that, like, we talk about too his press conferences and saying nutty stuff, crazy stuff that quarterbacks have never said in press conferences. Antonio Brown, actually, we have video of him running up and down. Remember, he's running down. His attorney goes, go the other way. That's where our car is.
Vegas or whatever.
And then furniture coming off the top floor there. And then stuff with his family. Remember that video came out and he's got the mother to his children and he's screaming at them and just he's got people around him just like, what are you guys doing, man? Help the dude out. This is crazy. And then all the other stuff, right? Remember all the stuff he did on Brady? Brady's girl, he had all the social media fun stuff. Then he's going to be a rapper. Remember that? Had that song, had some song. I don't know how the song did, but that was it.
Probably not well. But that's quite a class of first-year eligible players.
Go get riders of the Hall of Fame. Go get them. Go get them.
Fun. Not a good time to have a vote.
Well, all those things are going to come up when they look around.
Yeah.
And the other one's going to come around is how did he treat me personally? Because that
isn't Antonio Brown dealing with something right now, isn't he? Didn't he get taken from another country and brought back down here?
Oh yeah. I
face
forgot
attempted murder charges or something.
Originally, he said it wasn't. He
got in a thing outside of it was in Miami, wasn't it? Like at a boxing match or something.
Then he left the country for a while till they finally tracked him down and said, "Get." I think he was in Saudi Arabia.
Well, unfortunately, he went somewhere where they have those laws where they can bring you back.
Yeah,
you got to look that up next time. I got to Google that.
Yeah. Right.
Who doesn't have, what is it, extradition? Is that what they call it? Who doesn't have that? Probably got to find one of those places next time. Rookie mistake, though. Rookie mistake.
Yeah, he didn't exactly just stay around and get this thing. He kind of got out of town real quickly after that whole thing, and that story changed real quickly when they had video of everything going down. So the story changed. Yeah, man.
Not good.
No, not good at all.
That will be very interesting to see who they vote on. See who gets votes there.
No, you just showed me that
Adrian
list.
Peterson's got a rough one, by the way.
And look at his numbers. Look how good he was.
Oh, man, no one was better than that guy. Pound for pound, that running back, jeez.
Phenomenal.
You could make the case that he was the best ever in his prime.
He's
in his prime. I mean, come on. That guy was a freak.
There's 4 or 5 of those guys, but yeah, I
He's
got
in
what
that
you're saying.
conversation.
Yes, he was good, man. I'm not gonna.
He was ridiculous.
He went for 2,000 yards. When he won the 2,000-yard guys, if I'm not mistaken, he did it one year as well. So anyway,
remember, but the problem is too with Peterson is at the end of his career when he was broke, and he was like, teams kept adding him.
yeah, but that doesn't count.
I know, but it's just weird at the end.
They don't care about the money situation. That doesn't come into play.
He had 2,100 yards in 2012.
Yeah, he was unbelievable.
He's got almost 15,000 for his career, but
and by the way, his top speed was second to none. He could get out there and really get after it. All right, hey, listen, we got to go to break, Woody. Come back and hit this a lot more. We got a lot more stuff to get to here this morning as we continue on. Mike Florio from Pro Football Talk will join us this morning. Coming up early, 9 o'clock hour, we'll have him with you. Oh, I want to just talk to everybody out there. Sooner or later, as soon as cool weather leaves again, it's back to air conditioning problems. And the question is, who do you call these days? You've used a couple and you weren't real happy. Service wasn't real good. Told you something only to find out from another company you didn't need to have that done. All those kind of things. Well, I'll tell you what, there's a new company. They've been around a while, Chill Zone AC, that does things a little differently. And when I hear the president answers the calls that come in at Chill Zone AC, and I'm talking about Melissa Dave Arona, and the work that she does over there is fantastic. And I want everybody to know she's wonderful. The family's been doing this for 20 years. Cover all of South Florida, actually cover from Tampa to Key Largo with unbelievable service. Chill Zone Air Conditioning, it's unbelievable. They're reliable. They do a great job. And again, you'll always talk to the owner, which makes it special. And hey, listen, whether it's a new air conditioning unit, if it's about fixing the one you have, if it's about duct cleaning, they do it all for you. You don't have to worry. And again, it's about great service and backing it up with the family name on it. And that's what they do. Chill Zone AC is ready to make sure you have a great experience with any kind of air conditioning problems or getting a new air conditioning unit. Call 786-378-2778. Tell them you heard it right here on 104.3 WQAM. That's chillzoneac.com. Stay chill with Chill Zone Air Conditioning.
WQAM broadcasting
Fun Sunday coming up. Always time for the Super Bowl, and just seems like one thing that's great and what it's turned into is the fact that you don't have to be like a hardcore, watch every play and try to figure out what the strategy is. I mean, it's a party. It's got a lot of fresh commercials. You know, these people spent $8 to $10 million, these companies, on a 30-second spot. $8 to $10 million. $8 to $10 million for a 30-second spot in the Super Bowl. And so,
I don't know, man. I take it seriously. We're in this to make some money here.
No, I get it.
Come
I get
on now.
it. But
it's the biggest gambling day of the year, and it's the last football game.
Yeah, but you
get football for another 8 months.
You get 100 million people watching it. You're not going to.
Oh yeah, you get a lot of casuals. Yes.
Yeah, and they're thinking, and bring friends, and
we can come in on Monday and hear everyone.
My wife's
discuss the halftime show.
My wife's in and out, and of course, everybody's going to have an opinion. And
oh yeah.
Most of you already made up your mind, but have an opinion on it. And
well, now there's 2 halftime shows. That's a first.
Look at, man, you can do whatever you want. That's the beauty of this country. But like, I'm not flipping over. I'm not flipping over at halftime.
The game's on NBC, right?
Yes.
So I got to watch it on the app. The
NBC
app.
NBC sends me a check every month. I'm not turning them off on
You're
this.
Still getting paid by those guys?
Yeah, because I got a
dude.
pension.
Oh my goodness.
Why you always forget?
That's the biggest buyout of all time. You're like Jimbo Fisher or something.
It's not like that. It's like an actual pension when you stay. No.
Fine, whatever.
You're missing the boat.
It's a massive buyout.
You want some of yours? I'll trade you. You want some of these years I have right now? Give them. Thinking I'll take some of your young years and flip the clock back. You can't do that, but I'd be willing to do it, Woody, if you want to do that. But hey, real quickly too, before we get to more stuff, want to let everybody know that tomorrow is the Marlins FanFest from 4 to 8, and they got a lot of cool stuff going on. A lot of stuff you'll be able to with the players, former players that'll be there. The front office will be there. It's going to be a great event. And they got a lot of stuff for the kids that they'll really enjoy. So if you and it's free. We'll get into all that stuff. It's free tickets now. All you got to do is go to marlins.com/fanfest, and you can bring the whole family out to Lone Depot Park. And that's tomorrow. And just enjoy yourself and more to it. And one of our favorite guys here on the station has been one of my favorite guys, one of my friends, Ron McGill. You know Ron McGill, and the best damn zoo in the country, live at the ballpark. And yes, he's bringing his animal friends on site. Now, Ron does something that's pretty unique. He talks to the animals. I couldn't believe the conversation he was having with the gorillas. It was unbelievable. And so he's going to have some animals with them, and you'll enjoy it. The kids will enjoy it. They get to run around, get rid of some of that energy they have, and it's just going to be great, man. That means the start of baseball, this Fan Fest, and then pitchers and catchers. Then the full squad will report to Jupiter, and we are off and running, man. So grab your free tickets now at marlins.com/fanfest and plan on bringing out the whole family between 4 and 8 p.m. And if you're coming for the zoo part with Ron McGill, the greatest show in South Florida, 5:45 to 6:25, he'll be there with the animals. And I'm guessing some of his staff out there as well, helping him out. But a lot of cool stuff at Lone Depot Park. If you're looking for something to do as far as that goes, the Canes also, they have not talked to us about this, but the Canes have FanFest. They have their FanFest as well. And get out there. JD's getting ready to start this thing back up, and with a nice team coming back and what he's added to it, have alumni softball games. So they got a lot of stuff going on down at Coral Gables. So, hey, there's plenty to do, man, this weekend, especially before you go out and get all that food for that big party on Sunday with pizza, chicken wings, dip. A lot of great things going on there with everything, with the big game that it's getting real close to being a holiday, right? We're getting real close to treating that thing like a holiday. We got I love the way they did this last night, knocked it out, got the Hall of Fame class out there for you, gave out the NFL awards, which are a big thing. And honestly, whoever voted, I thought they had a jackpot, especially on the awards. Had no problem with any of them. Matthew Stafford just over Drake May by a little bit in the voting. It was real close. One of the closest they've had, but Stafford with 46 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. The only thing he came up short on is is a win away from getting to a Super Bowl. And he's got one of those. He is headed to the Hall of Fame, by the way. And then Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year, still freakish good. 23 sacks on the season on that Cleveland team. Coach of the Year, Mike Vrabel, as well. So, those are kind of three big awards for the National Football League. And there's some other stuff. I didn't get into everything, but those are big ones, man. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett, a lot of damn good defensive players in the league, and he deserves it. By the way, you know what Matthew Stafford and Myles Garrett have in common, Woody? You know what a 1-and-1 guy is? First round pick, first overall pick. And Matthew Stafford, Myles Garrett. You're going, yep, that's what a number one pick overall looks like. Matthew Stafford and Myles Garrett. No question about it. There is none at all on that. You know, the other crazy thing, Sam Darnold and Drake May, high first-round picks. What are they? They both 3 overall? They might be like, if I'm not mistaken, they're really high picks, both those guys in the first round. So there is something to be said, like hitting on first-round picks and what they look like and how they play and that whole thing that we'll get back on the draft. We'll have plenty of time for all that talk and hopefully we get to a point where we're talking about a lot of really good draft picks with the Miami Dolphins. By the way, that Dolphin thing coming up, this draft is that's not about free agent money. We don't have that much. Everybody knows that. It comes down to you got to hit on draft picks. You need to have another year, or like this past year, all our draft picks ended up coming in and playing or rotating in, but they were playing a lot of football. I don't know if I've ever remembered that, including a 7th-round quarterback getting 3 starts at the end of the year. You had your whole class playing. And we're going to need more of that, something like that, especially with those first 5 picks, a 1, a 2, and 3 threes that the Dolphins have. We got 9 o'clock hour coming up here, man. Crazy, crazy day. And yes, we came up short on Giannis Antetokounmpo. So, Woody, are you more like, did you have a backup plan for somebody to upgrade your team, or was it just about Giannis? And then others are going, what a great effort by the Heat to go out. The Heat really went after Giannis and gave it the All-American try and made a good offer, and they got cold feet. Milwaukee just wanted to keep him.
Well, he'll be available in the offseason, so I didn't think it was going to happen, man. I didn't get a good vibe.
You know what I think? Giannis needed to go Jimmy Butler on Milwaukee, and he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do it.
Jimmy's available right now for counseling, too.
I mean, if you haven't figured out, and James Harden's another good one. He those guys know how to get out. There's been a handful of guys. But Giannis, Giannis,
not a big fan of guys doing that. So.
Giannis didn't want to go Jimmy Butler on Milwaukee.
Good for him.
By the way, it does say a lot about him.
Yeah,
it really does.
Yeah,
hey,
you
man,
don't have to be a Jimmy Butler.
We won here. We won a championship. We had some good teams. We just haven't been good lately, and I'd like to get another one. I'd like to get another championship in there somewhere. So, anyway, come on, Spo. Play the kids. If you're talking about talented kids, play them, man. Play them. Don't jerk them out every 3 minutes. Hyde and I just disagree on that. Dave Hyde kind of going old school with Spo on that one. They're not playing well. Get their ass out of there. They're hurting us. Hurricane season is not here yet, but it's right around the corner. Protect your home with Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing. Chev, the CEO over there, man, is like, hey, Joe, there's one thing you can do. We can't control the hurricanes. We can't control if one of these times off the Atlantic Ocean, they come straight, because they all start right at us here in South Florida. And then they start to bend. In the last few years, they've been doing a lot of bending to the right and the left, and we've been lucky. But, hey, man, why are you going through this? Protect your home with the best products. Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing. You got an old leaky roof. Replace your old roof now. You can pay later. Loctite Impact offers the highest quality roofing materials with lifetime warranty plus thousands of 5-star reviews. Save big on their legendary state-of-the-art Impact Windows and Doors. Impact Windows as low as $6 per window per month installed. Don't wait for the next storm. Get started right now. Loctite is ready to take care of you. Go to LoctiteImpact.com, LoctiteImpact.com, or call 954-500-LOCK. They got a great staff waiting, covering all of South Florida. Very competitive prices. Great people ready to help you today.
Today's topics are sponsored by Local Plumbers 5
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less than your pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com, starting with the Panthers, who fell to the Lightning 6-1. The Cats will take a 29-25-3 record into the Olympic break. Their next game will be on February 26th when they host the Leafs. And to hoops, the Heat will be in Boston tonight to take on the Celtics. Miami did not complete any trades at yesterday's deadline. Tip-off is at 7:30. You can catch the game right here on WQAM. And tomorrow, the Hurricanes will be on the road to play Boston College. Tip-off is at 2 o'clock. That game will also air here on WQAM. The Joe Rose Show continues now.
A little taste of some of these big guys coming out, didn't them? Like, all right, you think you're going to run around our guy? How about if you get a little taste of Landon Dickerson coming right down your throat?
The throw to Ayuk inside, touchdown. Samuel leading the way. Ayuk comes inside of him.
And NBC will have the Super Bowl coverage coming up for you. Big
Be
day
on the hunt for
big
more,
day,
more
big day,
gold.
big day on big day for NBC getting the Super Bowl and all that money coming. I guess that thing sold out quickly. I saw the spots went as
Commercials,
$8 to $10 million a spot, and a lot of people knocking on the door wanted to get in. So sold out quickly, and here we go. Here we go with the big party with everything. Got a little bit of something for everybody. And I do know this, and I say this around every Super Bowl, and I want to say it again here in the 9 o'clock hour, which nobody can mess up a Friday, and especially the 9 o'clock hour. You just can't mess it up. You could call me really, really bad names, and it's okay, because nothing's going to mess up my 9 o'clock on a Friday. But I do want to say this, man. I understand that no matter who performs at halftime, I've watched them all. I've watched them all, and I haven't liked some of them. And I go home, and my daughters go, "What's wrong with you? That was so good." Or you'll go, "Why that?" And they go, "That was the flavor of that city. It was a great job. They're the biggest entertainers in that city." And I just realized that we all like different types of music. We do. We do. It doesn't matter. And by the way, especially here in South Florida, I like the old rock and roll stuff.
In fairness, Bad Bunny is like wildly popular down there. I think he sold out like 10 straight nights at the arena.
I understand that, but I didn't know at the time, not too long ago. I had no idea. The first time I heard of Bad Bunny, he was dating one of those Kardashians.
Why does it always go back to the tabloids with you?
Don't worry about it. I'm just trying to bring
he's
up
like, I
something,
guess
Jerky.
he's buddies with Sandler because he's in Happy Gilmore too.
Okay. I mean, the guy's super, like you said, he wins awards. He's really good.
He did win a Grammy for
and
album.
Just because you can't go by me. I said, and I asked my daughters one day, tell me about Bad Bunny. And, oh my God, he's really good. He's got great stuff.
If you had to book the halftime show, say they put you in charge of next year's halftime show.
No.
They're like, Joe, you got a good pulse on the people. Who would you put? Who would be your halftime show? I know you probably need time to think about this. I'm putting you on the spot here.
You are. You're definitely.
Would you go with like you like Michael Bublé a lot? Or is that
my wife likes Michael Bublé.
Would you put him in just to appease her? No,
not doing that.
He's not good football music, I guess.
Hey man,
not really familiar with his music either. To be quite
I don't
honest.
mind the old rock and roll stuff. I don't mean 80-year-old bands.
So you want
I don't want the ones that have been doing heroin. Music. No, and even Metallica. Honestly, if there's Metallica, this is a year. Metallica's a Bay Area band. Metallica
That's a good point.
Is a Bay Area band.
Red Hot Chili Peppers are out from out there, right?
I don't know.
In California, right?
Well, there's
all their songs
parts.
about California.
Just talking about the Bay Area up in Northern California. It's had a lot of bands, and some of them have.
So you would have gone with a local flavor. I like that. All right.
That's all.
Where's the next Super Bowl?
Who's the other guy? What's the other band that's going to perform?
Green Day.
Green Day. That's a Bay Area band. That's good.
Green Day's fine.
They should be fine. They should, and they've been around forever and popular. But no matter what.
So the next Super Bowl's in L.A., I guess. In Inglewood.
Okay.
California's stealing all our Super Bowls.
We got a lot to choose from in L.A. obviously with all.
So if you had to book it, who would you put in there?
I got no idea. I thought some of them again were really good, and I realize that everybody likes different kind of music. Some, there's been some I wasn't crazy about. But it doesn't mess up me watching a freaking game. It doesn't take away. I don't go, man, a guy threw a bad pass in fourth quarter. It goes back to that friggin' halftime show.
Wasn't last year was the weekend, right?
Was that last? I don't even know.
I think it was last year.
I don't know. Honestly?
No, last year was Kendrick Lamar, and he did all that controversial whatever he did.
But I do. You're right. But
people were upset about that.
I got to tell you, though, the weekend thing's very fun. And somebody said, who's going to perform on the weekend? They go, no, that's the.
Yeah, I know you.
They didn't know.
Yeah. So maybe he was the one.
And by the way, I don't want to say who it was because he had no idea either. Who?
Bo?
No. But in that age group, yeah. Was in that age group.
Okay.
But I don't care, Woody. Woody, seriously, they're going to get a good act no matter what. They're going to get somebody that's been popular, not just throwing somebody out there to just like, all right, we just want to piss everybody off. They're not very good, but I'm related to them, and you're going to put up with, So it doesn't matter what you perform. I mean, it doesn't matter who's out there. You're not going to like them. You're not going to like them.
You know who did Super Bowl I?
No.
The University of Arizona Symphonic Marching Band.
Wow.
Trying to find the first game. Which one did you play in again?
17 and not. Why are you being a jerk?
Do you remember who did the halftime show?
I have no idea.
Damn, these numbers are complicated. Is this the one you played in? The Rose Bowl in '83?
Yeah.
It says Los Angeles Super Drill Team did the halftime show. Did you play in this one in Tampa?
No, I played in the one at Stanford Stadium.
Okay, so you played. So this one was you.
They practice there now.
Florida.
By the way, one of the teams practiced there this year.
So the Tampa one in '84 is the University of Florida and Florida State University marching bands.
So they used to have the marching bands do it?
Looks like the first one that they had, like normal people, George Burns, Mickey Rooney. Are those singers? I don't know. That was in '87.
Did Michael Jackson ever do it?
Chubby Checker and the Rockettes in '88.
Come a long way, Woody. Come a long way. Give me
New Kids on the Block did '91.
All right, the boy bands had to be in there somewhere.
Gloria Estefan. So
yeah.
Now we're getting bigger. Oh, Michael Jackson did '93.
There you go. I know Prince did the one in the rain, one of the great performances.
Diana Ross did '96. The Blues Brothers did '97.
What year was the rain at Hard Rock Stadium where they said we'll never
not
get
there
another
yet. I'm not
one?
there. Boys to Men in '98. That's not.
Why
football.
can't you
That's
just work
not
off me?
music.
You just do your own thing.
Phil Collins.
Yeah.
And Christina Aguilera.
Okay.
In 2000. Aerosmith and NSYNC together. 2001. You had U2, then Shania Twain.
Walk this way.
2004 was very controversial. That was the Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake.
Somebody lost some of their top.
Kid Rock was involved in that one, along with Nelly. You had Paul McCartney in 05. He was a Beatle, right?
You can't complain. Nobody can complain about
Rolling
Paul McCartney.
Stones.
I'll guarantee
06.
you somebody was complaining about that.
Prince was 07.
Purple Rain.
And then you had Tom Petty,
Rain.
Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, they bitch about Bruce.
Usher. People really were upset about Usher, remember?
I came in one day all excited about Bruce's performance. They go, oh, my God, he got old. It was terrible. It was just sucked and the whole deal.
Beyonce in 2013. Bruno Mars did 2014.
Bruno Mars big with the wife.
Yeah?
That'll keep her around.
He's coming to town, isn't he?
Yeah. Hey,
Katy Perry.
Okay. Hey, Woody, you done? So we can go to break and get Mike
My
Florio.
favorite,
You just want to
Coldplay.
go. We'll get you another hour and you can stay in here. Hey, right now we got to get going here, and we want to tell you about your South Florida Chevy dealers. Man, they are making a promise to America. They have been for over 100 years. They build dependable trucks for the most dependable people. Hard work is in our DNA, same as you. When it comes to our cars, trucks, and SUVs, man, never been better than right now in 2026 for you. Chevy trucks, they do it all, though. Never ask, compromise. You can count on the power, the efficiency, the dependability, the capability, innovation, and over a century of truck knowledge. You get a truck that's absolutely perfect for your lifestyle. There's a Chevy truck to meet your need, midsize, full-size, and heavy-duty trucks waiting for you to take a test drive, maybe even this weekend. We build dependable trucks for the most dependable people. They're right here in South Florida. Drive Chevrolet, built to handle all your needs from the busy work week to your weekend adventures down in the Keys. Remember, start your drive with Chevrolet. Visit your local South Florida Chevy dealers today. Together, hey, let's drive.
The Joe Rose Show
Toyota of Hollywood hotline shop, over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location. Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's had a busy week out there, and I've enjoyed some of the interviews. Mike Florio from Pro Football Talk. Mike, and first of all, thanks for getting up with us. I really appreciate it. I know you must be exhausted, but, man, getting Bo Jackson on, that's like a drop the mic to get him on, and he's just such a great athlete, what he did, and not just one but two sports. But how about for you? I'm always curious. You get to do these every year nonstop. Give me a couple of your favorites.
No, I was in awe of Bo Jackson, and it was just amazing to sit there and listen to him for 20 minutes. He's very passionate about men's health and about discussing it openly. He acknowledges, as most of us know, that men don't like to talk about their health issues to friends, to family, to anyone. Don't like to go to the doctor if they can avoid it.
Yes.
Don't want to get bad news, so they don't go at all. Ignoring the reality that if you do that, and it is something that requires attention, it's only going to get worse. So he was great about that. That's the one that just kind of busted through the rest, because he's never done anything like this before. It's not his comfort zone to be out in a crowd like that. So it was just amazing and awesome to sit there and listen to him. And, we always love to have Justin Jefferson. He was great. He's always great. And he was very diplomatic about the quarterback situation in Minnesota. And I get the impression he's fully supportive of the ongoing development and maturation of J.J. McCarthy, which is kind of surprising, unless he's just saying all the right things. But I don't believe that he's simply saying it. I think that he's believing it. And Jordan Love was on with us. There was just so many. I haven't had a chance to reflect yet. And, I'm going to need a whole day to go back and watch them, because we did 40 between Wednesday and Thursday.
Well, I got to tell you, you guys got everybody. It was great. And on top of that, I saw you wrote this, because it does look like Aaron Rodgers, he's going to go through his offseason normal procedure that he does. But I think he wants to play next year. He's pretty good this year. And I saw you don't count out the Vikings, not just the Steelers, but Vikings getting a chance to throw to those guys there. You think that could still be on the table?
Yeah, he wanted it last year, and the Vikings decided that they were going to go forward with J.J. McCarthy. And for most of the offseason and training camp, it was Sam Howell and Brett Rippon. And then right at the very end, they realized Howell and Rippon can't get it done. So it became Carson Wentz and Max Brosmer. But Kwesi Adofo-Mensah lost his job last week, I think in part because that was the plan. And I believe that people in the building were saying, we can't do this. I would suspect that Kevin O'Connell was saying, we can't do this. So now this year they pivot back to what's available. And this year there isn't a Sam Darnold or a Daniel Jones available, but Aaron Rodgers will be available. So I could see them listening more intently this time around to Rodgers than maybe they did a year ago, and we'll see how it all plays out.
Mike, there's been a lot of legal stuff going on here. Is that I know you've talked about this John Gruden thing. At one time, one of the hottest coaches going, the emails get out, and all of a sudden he can't get a job, and now talking about what he lost wages of maybe $150 million since he's been out. How's this thing end for him? I'll tell you what, the owners are hard to beat as a group. What happens with John Gruden in this lawsuit?
Well, the first 4 years of his case were about where the case is going to proceed. Is it going to happen in court, or is it going to end up in the NFL's preferred forum of arbitration controlled by the commissioner, which I call the secret rigged kangaroo court of arbitration because it is. Now, I'm surprised, and I'm still trying to confirm that the NFL ultimately didn't take the final decision by the Nevada Supreme Court to the U.S. Supreme Court, because they did in the Flores case. There was a federal appeals court that invalidated the secret rigged kangaroo court of arbitration as related to Flores on several different claims. And the NFL filed a petition for appeal with the Supreme Court. I would assume, because it's been several months now, that window has closed, but I still haven't gotten a clear answer. But the case is otherwise going forward. And yeah, hey, we're going to get the best part from the public standpoint about these cases playing out in court is it's not secret. And there's stuff that happens up to and including the possibility of a trial. And we can find out who ordered the code red on John Gruden. And the challenge with Gruden, Joe, is to compartmentalize the behaviors that resulted in him walking away from the Raiders, the emails that he sent and received while he was working for ESPN, that came to light in the aftermath of the lengthy investigation of the Washington Commanders. You separate that from the fact that somebody selected a handful of documents from 650,000 emails and weaponized them, clearly weaponized them with selective leaks to the Wall Street Journal. When that didn't work, they leaked more to the New York Times with the goal of forcing John Gruden out. And that compromised the integrity of a football season because somebody took out the head coach of a team 5 or 6 games in. Think about that.
Wow.
In an age of legal wagering, somebody may have bet on the Raiders to win the Super Bowl that year. That gets turned upside down when John Gruden gets thrown out the door. And they still made it to the playoffs that year with Rich Bisaccia. And they almost beat the Bengals in the wild card round, who went on to the Super Bowl and almost beat the Rams.
Wow. That's crazy. Hey, the other one is this DK Metcalf and the fan Ryan Kennedy, who was accused of a lot of things, and some of the guys got involved on shows and started bad mouthing them. What's going to happen in that $100 million lawsuit?
Well, there's 2 different claims here. There's the contact between Metcalf and Ryan Kennedy, which technically, just based on what we saw during the game, it's technically an assault, because assault doesn't mean that you clearly injure someone. Anytime you touch someone in an offensive way, it's technically called a battery. The assault is putting someone in apprehension of an impending and imminent touching that you don't want. So it's assault and battery, and the damages may not be all that much, but the bigger claim would be this idea that once the crap hit the fan and DK Metcalf, by all appearances, trying to justify his behavior, someone, DK Metcalf or someone connected to him, telling people like Chad Johnson that Ryan Kennedy said horrible things, Chad Johnson going on Nightcap podcast and saying the things that Ryan Kennedy supposedly said. Ryan Kennedy's not a public figure at the time. You have a much lower bar for defamation. They all may have a problem here. Now, the one reality, based upon the press conference they did the day after Christmas, I don't know how good of a witness Ryan Kennedy is going to be. Seems a little bit like a hothead. And if I was the lawyer for any of the defendants, I would definitely try to get under his skin and see if he would react in a way and maybe say something that would win the case for my clients. That's just the way the game works. But he seems like a real hothead. He seems impatient, and I would use that against him as best I could if I was representing any of the individuals. But that's something that's going to play out. Unless it settles, it's going to play out in court.
Hey, Mike, Commissioner Goodell, first night in town, does his press conference. He looks like this 18 games didn't seem as urgent to me this time. It didn't look like it was on top, and he didn't really push it. What was your take on Goodell and getting to 18 games, which, by the way, I don't believe the players, if they get a vote, want it. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, I think that the NFL is currently playing it cool, and there will be a time where the NFL makes its move. And if it doesn't happen before the expiration of the current collective bargaining agreement, we will see in 2031, March, start of the new league year, that's when the CBA expires, the NFL will lock out the players until the players accept 18 games, plus whatever else the NFL wants. And we've learned in 2011, and we learned in 1987, that the players won't go without pay. They won't go without playing. And so they can say, I don't like it. They can say, I don't want to do it. And at the end of the day, if they're faced with 0 versus 18, they'll take 18. See, that's the thing. They're not going to get the choice between 17 or 18. The choice is ultimately going to be 0 or 18.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So they're going to have to blink. That's 2031. And what contributed to DeMaurice Smith not having a job anymore with the NFLPA, in 2020, he saw what was coming. So he pushed for the guys to agree to a CBA with 17 games, and it barely passed because they didn't want 17 games. But, what D recognized is the NFL is going to get their 17 games, just like they're going to get their 18 games. They're going to get whatever they want. And I'm surprised they haven't driven a harder bargain with the players, because at the end of the day, the players want to play football, and the players want to get paid, and the players have debts, and the players have families, and the players need their money. So, as long as it's objectively fair, given what they do, and the PR backlash isn't harmful to the NFL, they're going to put an offer out there, and the players are eventually going to take it because they lack the will collectively and probably individually to miss a full season of football.
Mike, we're going 9 international games. We're going to be going up to 16 coming up, as the commissioner talked about. Well, what are your thoughts? And by the way, some pretty good rivalry games like the 49ers and the Rams. We're definitely going, 100 miles an hour forward. Forget playing all over the world. What do you think? Going to continue to grow?
Well, that's one of the other wrinkles in the new CBA. Whenever it's done, the NFL currently can do 10 every year, international games. They want 16. Robert Kraft let the cat out of the bag a couple of weeks ago and just kind of casually said there's going to be 18 games in the context of answering a question about how many international games there will be. And that's when he said 16. So, yeah, that's going to happen. Now, you're going to see some blowback, and it's already begun. Christian McCaffrey, the 49ers running back, said it. I think others have said it too. Melbourne, Australia is too damn far. The time change, 19 hours, too significant. So when are you going to play that game, and how are you going to give the two teams a fair opportunity to recover from playing that game? Chris Sims said that when he was playing with the Buccaneers and John Gruden, they did a Tokyo preseason game. And he said that messed up their season because it took multiple weeks to recover from that. And then you're into the regular season. You do a regular season game in Australia with that kind of a time difference and that kind of a travel burden. So, but you know what? They don't care, Joe. Hey, and I got this question from someone this week, I can't remember who, about, well, are you jaded about football, and do you still like football after all these years? It's like, dude, I love football and I want what's good for it. And I got indoctrinated by NFL films and John Facenda and the ball slowly spiraling just a bit off center in the snow. Like, the NFL put itself on a pedestal to get me interested when I was 7 years old. And now I want it to live up to that standard. And some of this crap they're doing in the name of chasing money is unacceptable. And I'm never going to shut up about that. And this may be a bridge too far, but you know what? Mark Cuban said it in 2014, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. Well, this freaking hog keeps eating, and it ain't about to pop. Remember that old movie, Monty Python's The Meaning of Life, Mr. Creosote? He ate till he popped. This pig ain't going to pop.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, and speaking of that, I know you had a great conversation. I think it was yesterday with the former head of the union. You were just talking about the Rooney Rule. I know we've had some coaches, some black coaches, that refused to even interview because they said we're going to be a token interview just so they get their 2 interviews with black coaches, but we have no shot to get it. I'm going to pass. I wonder how many guys around the league are doing that right now. 0 for 10 on the hiring of black head coaches with the league. I don't know what the percentage is. It's got to be between 55 and 65, 70% black players right now.
Well, and there are a lot of black coaches, too. The numbers historically, and people get so upset, especially in the current climate. They get so upset by any discussion of diversity, equity, and inclusion. But when you look at the numbers over the years, and in the Brian Flores lawsuit filed February 1, 2022, and it's still stuck on square one as to where it's going to be pursued. But when you look at that document, Troy Vincent, the NFL's executive VP of football operations, is quoted in there at length, admitting we have a problem, admitting there's a double standard, admitting that the numbers aren't good enough. And when you just look at the numbers, that speaks to the existence of a problem. And the D. Smith point that I had discussed, because D wrote an article to the Yale Law and Policy Review 3 years ago, pointing out in part that there's no accountability, that's why the NFL doesn't change. I mean, for any business, like if you've got a busted pipe and it's costing you money, you fix it. If you've got a broken driveway and somebody's breaking their ankle and you've got to file, or defend yourself in court because you've got this hazard out in your parking lot, you're going to fix it. Until there's accountability for the things you're doing wrong and it's costing you money, you're not going to do anything about it. Dee made a great point. The state attorneys general, because right now the federal government isn't going to do anything about it. We can all stipulate to that. The state attorneys general in the states that have human rights laws civil rights laws, they can start poking around as to the teams that are in their states. They could pursue an action as to the teams that are in their states. And that would be fascinating if it happens. And I'm going to write that this morning, and I'm going to push for that because something needs to be done because there's no accountability for the oligarchs, the American oligarchs that own and operate these teams.
Hey, Mike, it's great stuff. I got, before I let you go, we just had some of the 2027 Hall of Fame class, and we have some guys with great numbers that have had a few issues or more off the field. Does Adrian Peterson, who by numbers alone 100% should be first time, what has happened to him off the field, does it stop him from getting in on a first ballot? If you agree with me on Adrian Peterson, maybe you don't agree.
Yeah, I do. I think Adrian Peterson should be in. I think Frank Gore should have gotten in last night. But the modern era players are subject to that same weird competition where you got 7 guys and you vote for 5. So the guys are all in competition with each other, and they don't get to do an up or down vote once they're determined as finalists. But I think Adrian Peterson should be in based upon what he did in the NFL. I think Frank Gore should be in, as I was saying. So that creates a logjam because Gore probably gets in before Peterson. But I think Peterson was a more dynamic player than Gore. But Gore is higher up on the rushing list.
Right.
The off-the-field stuff is not supposed to matter. And I banged this drum 20 years ago that they should go back and take out O.J. Simpson's bust. And people like Peter King, who was voting at the time, oh, no. The bylaws say it's only on the field. Nothing off the field matters. But, human beings are voting on these things. And for as long as human beings are casting these ballots, other factors are going to come into play. Case in point, Bill Belichick isn't getting a bust this year, and it's human factors, whether it's stupidity, whether it's petty biases, whether it's not seeing the forest for the trees. But the human factors can screw things up, and the human factors could delay Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, unbelievable. Hey, Mike, thank you, man. Great stuff out there at the Super Bowl, man. Take care. Get some rest. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Joe, no rest for the weary. We got a 5-hour pregame show coming up on Sunday in advance of Super Bowl 60. Don't tune in at 6 o'clock. Tune in at 1, baby.
It'll be on all day, Mike. I don't think you have to worry about that. There'll be good numbers right after lunch, man. Everybody starts eating at the party. Don't worry. It'll be great. Pal. Thank you, Mike.
Right,
Mike Florio from Pro Football Talk joining us this morning. Talk a little bit about NBC, man, coverage. And Mike's get a little rest today and then get it ready to go, man. Get it ready to go on Sunday. NBC's got the game. We'll take a quick break. We got a lot more stuff to get to. Stay with us.
Today's top
for Sunday night Super Bowl, not just Sunday night football, but NBC's got the game. And we got a lot more stuff here. Woody, all right, I want to get right to this. Thought this out. Give me a score and a winner in the game. We're going to do this, see who gets closest to this.
You're going to make me give you an exact score on this thing here? So
Yeah.
I do think the Seahawks win and cover.
Okay.
Let's go 28-20.
All
How
right.
about that?
Ask Jamie. Jamie, what do you have?
I got it being a close game, too. I'll go Seattle 24-21.
That's New England covering.
Yeah, that is. I'm going to go 26-17.
Seattle?
Seattle, yeah.
God, feels like we should just put all our money on the Patriots to win outright. Doesn't it?
Who do you want to win?
I'm like Tom Brady. I don't have a dog in the fight. I really don't care. Honestly, like I would prefer. I think Seattle's probably got a nicer fan base, so I'd rather them win, just because of that.
How do you go to fan base when we talk about games?
Because people in Boston generally suck.
How do you know? Like, how many people do you know from Boston?
Barney, he's the only one I know.
Oh my God!
Just
So
his
you're
Boston
like,
voice.
Yeah, he's always nice about it.
He is a
Barney's
nice
not
guy.
bad.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy.
Make Barney sound like a bad guy. Barney's a good guy, man. He's
Just
not
his
crazy.
Boston voice. I don't know, something about it.
He doesn't even have a Boston voice.
We talking about the same guy?
Yeah.
He sounds like he's out of the
Been with-
Departed or
I've
something.
been with Barney forever, man. I don't know. Well, you come out. I don't know what happened.
I
with
just
you.
don't like the Boston fan base. I'm sorry.
Have you been up there? Spent time around them?
No,
Oh,
I haven't been
Okay.
to Seattle either, but they just seem to be nicer and generally.
well, I'll tell you what, man.
Boston's known to have a tough fan base, though, aren't they? They're the ones that are
No,
always throwing
Philadelphia.
things.
No, you're thinking of Philadelphia.
I think
Actually-
I'm thinking of Boston.
No, the Foxborough fans are not bad. They win so much up there. How could they be in a bad mood?
That's true. They do win a lot.
They've won a lot. They went through like 2 years. They didn't know what to do with themselves there. When they had four win teams, 23 and 24.
All right, so who do you want? I mean, do you have any dog in this thing? Or you care?
I don't care. I just want a good game.
Well,
Truly
win
don't.
the money, to be honest.
Truly do not care. Just want to see a good game. Just want to see a competitive game. I do not want to see Jimmy Johnson's Cowboys destroying the Buffalo Bills. I don't want to see a game like that. I don't want to see any of those. I want to see a nice, tight, somebody pulls away at the very end of the game or, ends up winning by more than a touchdown. It's okay. I just want to know that both teams got a shot going into midway through that fourth quarter, early fourth quarter, and hanging around. And then the other cool part of this is who plays really well. Who plays well in the biggest game? We talk about UM and those playoff games and how well those guys played. My God, look at even in the final game, the defense just getting after Mendoza and all those guys showed up, and you're going to see it through the draft. But it's going to be fun to watch. We don't talk very much about Seattle. They've been around. Honestly, everybody talks a lot more about the 49ers and Rams than they talk about Seattle. It's like, Seattle, you're kind of up there by yourself. We really don't know much about you or your coach. By the way, nobody talks about how good that coach is. They're so busy talking about the Rams and 49ers, the two of the best 3 or 4 coaches in football, that nobody talks about how good a job that guy's done up there.
Who do you got for your Super Bowl MVP? Sam Darnold's the favorite, plus 115. Drake May, plus 230.
Well, it's going to be a quarterback, most likely.
Well, it could be Kenneth Walker, plus 850.
How often do running backs?
What if Ramondre Stevenson has one of those crazy games? He's plus 3,000 to win it.
Man, he's had. I've seen the.
I think
I've seen him fumble and get benched, and I've seen him have unbelievable games.
Didn't the guy win the MVP, the Super Bowl MVP down here when the Chiefs played? The former Dolphin running back, Damian Williams?
No, he should have won it.
Oh, he didn't win it? They gave it to Mahomes?
I think they gave it to Mahomes, but they were talking about he could have won it.
Didn't James White win one in the
Maybe that's who it
James
was.
White. James White did get it in that great comeback. I think he did give it to James White.
He's a South Florida guy.
He is. He's a St. Thomas Aquinas guy. Yeah, he is. He's got a great story. Lived his mom and dad. We lost his father, passed away in a car accident, but James White was my neighbor across the street for a couple years.
Went to my middle school.
He did?
Yes, he did. Indian Ridge.
Boy, I must have killed Western High School with that guy in.
Zonka won
driving
one.
by. What?
Zonka won a Super Bowl MVP, it says, as a running back.
Yeah, I think he did. They ran for a ton of yards in one of those games, and I think Grease threw like 7 passes.
Cooper Kupp won it.
Yeah, he did.
A handful of years back, he had 8 for 92 and 2 touchdowns.
That's when he had the great year. That's when he had the 1 yards, touchdowns, and catches. He had it all. Had a great year.
I might sprinkle like a defensive guy. Pick 6. Could win the MVP. Like a Tariq Woolen or something like that.
Von Miller won it.
It's hard
you
to
got Von
get.
Miller on there.
Von Miller.
James White did not win. That was they gave Brady the.
They did get Brady.
Yeah, I think.
Seems to me somebody did win it though.
I thought the Chiefs running back had won it, but I guess you're right. They gave it to Mahomes.
When in doubt, you always give it. Come on, man.
Sure.
Quarterback's
Brady's
gonna
won
win
it a handful of times. It looks like, yes.
I'd be willing to. I think Sam Darnold is. If the scores look like what we're talking about, it's probably going to have Sam Darnold making.
Who won the last one? Did Malcolm Butler win that one with the Seahawks and Patriots?
Jalen Hurts.
No. The last
time.
Last time these two played.
I think it was 2015.
Ooh, boy, who was the winner in that thing?
No, Brady.
When in doubt, and those two are played.
I mean, he threw for 328.
I actually took like 5 seconds of wasted time knowing it was Tom Brady. Yeah.
Yeah, Brady, Von Miller, Brady. Then you skip a few years. Julian Edelman took one.
Did he really?
Yeah, Julian Edelman.
That's when I think he had the concussion. He stayed in the game. He didn't know what day it was, and he goes, "I'm fine."
Yeah, he had 10 for 141. So it doesn't have to be a quarterback. Hines Ward got one. Deion Branch. Dexter Jackson won one for Tampa Bay.
All right.
2 interceptions. Ray Lewis.
But look overall, Woody.
There's a lot of quarterbacks on there, but it's possible. Is all I'm saying.
It is possible, yeah.
You want a couple others?
You're looking for long odds, aren't you? Is that what you're just looking for?
Yeah, I do look for the juicier stuff.
Make a little more money on if it does hit.
Any player to break the Super Bowl receiving yards record, Joe, of 216 yards.
Ooh.
That's plus 3,000. The sack record, also at plus 3,000. That's 4. Longest Super Bowl rushing touchdown. The record is 76 yards.
No, I don't see any of those happening. I don't. Hey, man,
both teams combined to break Super Bowl passing yards record, which is 875 yards. That's plus 25,000.
No. That would have to be Seattle playing.
See, those are the kind of bets you sprinkle.
Yeah.
Just in case the secondaries are going to get carved up a little
Woody,
bit. No.
I worry about the passing game of the Patriots. That's the only thing holding me back. I just don't know how good that group is. I see Booty catching a little crossing route there, that square in and coming across, but
his total was low. It was like 30 yards.
I'm going over on him. I think Booty's going to cover a prop bet for you, bud. I think Booty's going to give you.
We got your Joe's parlay here. So,
well, listen, can't wait.
You can do most passing yards out of the 2 quarterbacks. Who you think will have more passing yards? Sam Darnold slightly favored.
Yeah, I'm going to go Sam Darnold.
Most rushing yards, Kenneth Walker.
By the way, here's another one drives me nuts. So we heard all year, they took our receiver away. How come they can't take Seattle's number 1 receiver away no matter what? That guy catches 100 yards. He had almost 1,800 yards in the regular season of receptions. That guy's going to get 100 in this game. And they know they're going to throw to him. He's going to get it. And I know they got a pretty good secondary. Pretty darn good secondary with New England Patriots. He's going to get his. Hey,
all the scores, by the way, you can pick the exact score. They're all like plus 10,000. Oh. If you want to pick the exact score, which is obviously
that's a tough one.
Quite difficult.
Hey, Woody, man, have a great Super Bowl. You and Jamie put that parlay together, and we'll get jumping on that thing. But have a great one, everybody. That's going to do it for our show. That's it. That's it for the weekend, man. For me, we'll see you again Monday morning.